All right, welcome in everybody. Do we have to start this with a little Roger homage? Here we go. Hey, yo, we should work on our Rogers impression. I feel like we need a little bit more of a rumble in the voice. Here we go. Nope, maybe a little less rumble. I don't know, but either way, we're about to start up game 2. Hey, yo, game 2 of Spurs versus Thunder. The Thunder 7.5-point favorites. Hey, yo, Chad. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Thunder, the OKC trying to do a little, jersey situation with the alternating the section colors anyways here for their fan bases. I guess do they have a little bit of an atmospheric lighting going on as well too, but hey, yo, just wait till we get the Fiesta colors in the next game as well. I assume we're going Fiesta for the next game. We have to, pull out all the stops. Really, we would show them who the better team is on and off the court. Oh, Lou Dort with the little mid-range jumper right away off the dribble. I mean, not much of a presence, if we could say that, in game 1. Obviously Caruso, the major role player game, but the OKC threat is anybody can step up. Oh, Wemby, is that a foul right away? Hey, yo. I guess that is the next evolution of the game. People are like, Wemby, he's barely just getting started. He's taking over the league. And he hasn't even gotten the respect of the refs yet in that way. Where I guess we could look up the free throw attempts that he had in the last game. But just him just being like, I'm just going to, anytime the defender we make contact is just a foul. It is what it is. Sweeping through. I guess not necessarily a free throw foul right away. But, Vassell missing the 3. Hey, yo. And we don't want to get comfortable as well too. I mean, how many times in a row now has this Spurs team won against the Thunder as well? Again, I know not all. Oh, Harper. Hey, yo. Oh, he got the foul call. Hey, yo, it's Dort attacking off the dribble early for OKC. He's the one determined, Chad. He won't let OKC go away. Hey, yo, who would have thought that was the game plan for game 1? Lou Dort. They say, okay, Lou Dort, throw the team on your back. Go for it. Hey, yo, Shea's, what are we going to say, Chat? Hey, yo, Shea's back, too skinny to throw the team on. I mean, that's like, we're getting a little crazy with the analogies. Hey, yo, Lou Dort, thick back. Hey, yo, are we allowed to say that? I don't think we are, Chat. I do not know if we are. But if we're complimenting his lats, then maybe. I'm not sure. But a couple free throws right off the bat, anyways, for OKC to get an attempt here. I guess one for 2, anyways, for Dort. So 3 points, but carrying, and I don't know why the ESPN scorecard, did they take away the OKC points that we don't know about yet? Hey yo, apparently there's a scandal about to happen, chat. Hey, it hasn't updated yet for 3. I guess it hasn't even updated really any of the game cast. I think it might be us. I think our ESPN might be broken. It is what it is. Do we have to reset the page? Okay, chat. We might actually just have to pull up a new page. It is what it is. Unless the website is slacking. Hey yo. So many people are tuned into Spurs Thunder right now. Not even the ESPN page, the website can keep up. Hey yo. They've sold out the internet space for it. They've sold out the arena. They've sold out web pages. It is what it is. Hey yo. Yeah, apparently we're just gonna say that the Spurs Thunder has crashed ESPN. We're gonna say that Wemby getting the league back in the focus is the thing that has caused the ESPN page to not work. We'll wait for the stats, I guess, as they arrive, I guess it'll be up to us, chat. Hey yo, and the people watching the game, but it'll be up to us. Oh, tough little baseline jumper there, sidestep by Shea and Castle. If anything, Castle not. Oh, Vassell immediately responds with a corner 3, so 5-5 here on the ESPN. Do we have to pivot? Hey yo, let's see. I guess we just go NBA.com. And see, I was like, where else do you even find a score these days? Hey, yo. But if anything, like we were saying, for the Castle possession, he hasn't really given up anything going to the basket yet for Shea. Oh, a Wemby 3. Oh, chat, we're going right away. Hey, yo, right away. Game 2. Picking right where we left where we left off. Hey, yo. We're turning Tarico over here. We're speechless. But the offense, the shot making going back and forth, this is even a little bit of a. We were saying that in the last live stream, Cavs Knicks, when the Cavs went on their, or the Knicks went on their run at the end of the game to close out, we didn't have the crazy offensive performance in game 1. So to even start game 2 a little bit on a different tone here, the offense, the shot making is a little slightly elevated. Shea right over the I guess I don't want OKC to hit shots, but I guess I just want a good game to start. Hey, if this first quarter is, like we're saying, high level offense, I guess I'm not going to be too mad. And Harper just immediately responds, we're just going to be giddy basketball fans for a quarter. It is what it is. Hey, what a treat. What a treat. 3 for 5, 4 for 4. Oh, the fouls. OKC's going to ruin the pace of this with the fouls. It is what it is. This is going to be the ultimate test of, I guess, fandom. And that is the other thing as well, too. Obviously, because the Spurs haven't won their title yet, they have won their title. But, they haven't had that moment where people would cross over and start, having that competitive sports, we'll say sports hate. I don't even know if it's sports hate, but, you get to that level where it's like, okay, you've had your time. We're good to go. We're good to go. Like, the guys that we like that are, like Mahomes right now, because we like Mahomes, we wouldn't say any, how could anybody hate sports hate Mahomes? But I feel like there are people that probably do some sports hate. I mean, even obviously AFC West rivals are, gonna have that hatred for that sports hatred for a team. But we're just like, it's obviously just then nobody actually hates him. Hey, he's the most likable guy of all time. But here's our guy. We had to bring up Mahomes a couple minutes in, chat. Hey, don't worry, we're bringing up LeBron next. It is what it is. LeBron, MJ, Mahomes. What's the checklist of guys we have to mention here? I feel like it's not. Is Steph on the list? Hey, it is. Is it just LeBron and Mahomes, or the two must names? Hey, it is what it is. But what are we saying here for the shot making back and forth? It is impressive start. Vassell, I guess, kind of doing a little bit for San Antonio here. And still, obviously, I guess no Fox. Hey, we're not even noticing anymore, chat. That's not good. That is not good. Hey, obviously we're excited about the fact that it is at the end of the day, the future of the team is in some ways Harper, Wemby, and Castle. I mean, we did just sign Fox to the extension, so we can't just sit here and say, like, hey, Fox is not a part of the Spurs' future. I know we're even zigzagging our own takes a little bit, because make no mistake, hey, the whole other take of this is like, well, if we can do this series without Fox, then what do we just go ahead and trade him there at some point, even for the the contract value of it at some point, where, not to say that, but I don't know. In some ways, you do you need a $50 million guy you can trade? Hey, but it does. I mean, how many times can we bring up the Giannis trade market as well, too? I mean, do we have to kind of pinpoint this series as, I guess I was going to compare it to 2016 Thunder's Warriors, where Durant was in that series and then ultimately ends up, a little bit different, obviously, because Giannis is not in this series. I guess there really is no playoff equivalent of that this year, because the Bucks weren't in the playoffs. Hey, it is what it is. If Giannis had played against Miami this year, I guess Miami was in the play-in, right? They got eliminated. If Giannis had played against, like, Charlotte or something, or I guess New York, hey, that'd be the easiest one. If Giannis had played against the Knicks in the playoffs, and then all of a sudden he's joining the Knicks next year, I guess that'd be the equivalent. But I guess my point was, this is going to be the series that I do think that. I do think that they did just drop they dropped that survey. I guess maybe a couple sites dropped like an NBA end of season survey situation. I don't know, but one of the questions that we were seeing online was, or maybe just a couple people posted about it is what we were seeing, but one of the questions that we did see that was asked the players was, where did they think Giannis was going to be to start next year? And Milwaukee ended up being the most voted answer. I forget what number. I remember New York was 3. Was Miami number 2? Was it Milwaukee, Miami, New York? I don't know. Do we have to look up the player survey here real quick? I guess, do we have to focus on the news as well, too, or do we just watch the game at some point? I'm assuming this is the survey news. Hey, all NBA teams announced Sunday, chat. Ooh, lock in. All defensive teams announced Friday. I guess they did announce rookie teams today, so I guess, last week awards, this week the teams. Hey, yo. The 2-week award rollout for the NBA. We all love it. It is what it is. But, yeah, I guess first team, we're definitely, we're looking forward to the All-NBAs. Of course, we can't sit here and lie. But NBA player survey. But, and the Giannis contract part of it as well, too. NBA anonymous player poll. Here we go. Yahoo, let's see what we got here. And it says indicates players don't want to be traded to the Wizards. Hey, yo. I mean, if you're asked and you have to pick a team, right? Like, it is what it is. They're probably going to be one of the teams that you pick. So I guess Giannis is not on this. Oh, that's the only question that we got here. It's just, hey, yo, screw the Wizards. It is what it is. But let's see. Can we get the full poll? Pause. Hey, whoa. Hey, yo. Can we get the total results? Is that the better way to phrase it? Hey, I mean, I tell you what, Chad, the English language is just it's just a funny thing sometimes. It is what it is. I tell you, 2 sentences, so many different meanings. Hey, yo. But what was it? I mean, what are we even looking for at this point? Yeah, what team will Giannis be on? Let's see what it says. We have here most underrated player in the league, Jalen Johnson. Ayo, Milwaukee, Miami, the Lakers are the fourth answer. The Warriors, the Timberwolves, I just was gonna read the Spurs. They're not even on the list. The Rockets. Ayo, and then the Raptors as well too as a sneaky option. We did mention them. Because they do have a lot of those mid-range contracts that they could trade for Giannis, and they are talented players as well too. And it does help that they overachieved this year. That they actually do have some wins and stuff that they have, that those players can attach to their names in some way. Obviously if the Raptors were winning 32 games with Scotty Barnes and Brandon Ingram and RJ Barrett, that'd be a little less tempting. But Brandon Ingram is chat. Hey, yo, Castle just tried to end somebody. I didn't even see what who he was trying to dunk on. But oh man, he elevated with 2 hands. Most of the time you get maybe a one hand turn sideways situation. Ooh, in Hartenstein, they just showed the little floater as well too over Wemby. He started game 1 with that shot. So, hey, has he practiced that shot? When have you practiced that shot? But maybe he went into the gym and practiced that because he went up over. Oh, Chad, he was trying to end. Oh, Shea. Hey, yo. I mean, I think the Spurs fans, that's a poster enough. The Ginobili-Parker combo was not necessarily thrown. I guess Ginobili had his share of dunks. That's for sure. He does have the one on Bosch in the finals that is a legendary Spurs dunk. Hey, yo. But there is a sneaky, not a ton of Spurs posters in Spurs, in recent Spurs history, do we say? I'm trying to think. Kawhi definitely maybe had a couple, but even still, I wouldn't say Kawhi was a poster guy in his original Spurs run there. So, and again, I'm dunking it has, it happens. Hey, yo, you great basketball players attacking the basket. They're gonna throw down some dunks. It is what it is. But the Castle almost dunk on Shea might be the greatest dunk in Spurs history. I'm not sure at this point. We might have to do some George Gervin, more George Gervin highlights to double check. I guess Sean Elliott. There's been some other obviously athletes as well too that have played that would throw down some crazy dunks. Jalen Williams hitting the 3. The other, I always hate to say the other Jalen Williams, but J Will. I guess we just use the nicknames, right? J Dub is the forward, and J Will is the center. The taller J Will. Hey, yo. Is it the braids? I guess they both have braids. But, Castle is going to dunk on J Will now. See, we're going to use the nicknames to continue. J Will, J Dub again. But, Castle getting the rebound. He's taking over. He's taking another rebound. He just ripped down the rebound over the whole team. Hey, yo. I don't even know where he flew in from that first one. He somehow dribbled baseline and then put up a shot and then somehow looped around from the perimeter and got the rebound and then missed the initial offensive attempt and tried to and somehow I don't know, Chad. Hey, yo. His athleticism right now and his effort is going crazy. Oh, Chad, they sub Cornette back in. I thought we learned in game 1. Hey, yo. It is what it is. But I guess point being, nobody's considering this series to be the Giannis series. But I kind of think this is the Giannis series. I think if Giannis is not going to be on the Bucks, he's going to be either on the Spurs or on the Thunder. And I hate to say it as well too, but this could be the the reverse Durant. I don't know if we can call it that. But and again, like Giannis is not playing in this series, so it's not like he'll be. I guess it would be if he was on the Spurs, like we're saying, and then loses to the Thunder and then joins the Thunder if he's already on the Spurs. But I think sorry, I hate to say it. Sorry to Chet. Carter Bryant and Caruso are like fully moving before that free throw. They were just like 3 steps into boxing out before. I'm pretty sure like he was in his free throw routine and then looked over it, then boxing out, and then was like, okay, I guess I'll just shoot the free throw anyways. They're not calling lane violation. But 14-14. Okay, the chaos, chat, is real. The offensive, I guess, shot making in some ways has settled down a little bit, but right away, Cornette, hey yo. Did he listen to the live stream? Is he mad that we were not complimentary of his game and or his Magic City opinions? But I guess we'll take the 2 points there. It is what it is. Even 2 points from Cornette or 2 points in a series like this. But open 3 for McCain, chat. He's definitely of course a heat check guy, and that shot wanted to go in. It definitely wanted to go in and hit the rim 7 times, but it didn't quite go. Oh, Castle, right? I mean, the Castle takeover game. The Castle takeover. Wemby obviously in the first game. 40-20. I mean, the best version of any player in this series is going to be Wembanyama at his best. We did see that in game 1. But, obviously the other guys are going to have to succeed in their own right as well, too. And, for OKC, the other guys kind of have been, Jalen Williams was really good for him in that last game. So, that is another thing that's like, oh man, a little bit terrifying. But their other guys for him this year have been, like, AJ Mitchell and McCain and some of those bench guys, more so than it was last year, Jalen Williams and Chet, the other guys next to Shea. So, that other guy confidence as well, too. Again, our other guys are actually like our other stars in Castle and Harper, who were being the second and third options on the team creating offense. Again, for OKC. And, they have enough guys to step up. In the last game, it was Caruso, and Dort for the corner 3 here is definitely having a good first quarter start. What is he up to now for points? 6 points for Dort. Chad, he's cooking right now. He is cooking. But Castle, another shot. 8 points, 3 rebounds. Can he get 40? What are the times in NBA history that 2 teammates have scored? Obviously, LeBron and Kyrie both had 40 points in was that game 5 or game 6? I want to say game 5 of that 2016 finals. That's one of course, obviously just the greatest duo performances of all time. Pause. But in terms of in back-to-back games, did Jordan and Pippen ever have 40 in back-to-back games? I guess, Castle has to get 32 more points. So he's still a little bit of a ways away at this point. But, I mean, you can see in this series as well. Obviously, again, Wemby is like the clear outlier in this situation. But this may be the type of thing where Presti sort of do you say is compromise the right term? But, this might be the sort of thing where he compromises, Chet. Because, again, we were pointing this out. I mean, Sam was calling in and we were talking about Giannis trade theories. And we were like, you know what? That actually sounds like a pretty good trade. If you can get Chet for, maybe the value is a little bit different now at this point. Obviously it's not a 1-for-1. There's picks, there's other things involved. But as a main contract, and the other logistic part of that is the poison pill contract that some of these guys that are signing the extensions off of their rookie contracts are on, where right now the trade situation is weird because I forget exactly how the numbers work going both ways. But one team, if it's a poison pill contract, one team is trading Chet and it's like a $12 million contract, and the other team is trading him, it's a 30. So I think the team that is trading for him is trading for him at the larger number, like 30 some million, and the team that is trading him away is trading him away at the smaller number. So I think, OKC maybe could have made that work with their salary cap situation, but it just, Keldon Johnson for corner 3. But it just logistically becomes easier when Chet is just, paused fully at the larger number for his contract. And then all of a sudden, Chet's like 2/3 of the money at that point, and then you're throwing in, again, it's Giannis. So if we, if it's a couple of, I'm sure a couple of good players for, it's going to require that. And then again, the picks. But if you're just thinking from the matchup standpoint, if Presti's like, I have to do something to get past Wembanyama, like, I think that is the move. And again, if you're the Bucks, like, you're wanting a lot of, who else can give you a lot of picks and a lot of young players? Unfortunately, it is also OKC as well too. They're good and they're able to win titles, but they also have the best trade, material in the NBA. So, it is what it is. But for the Spurs, like we're saying as well too, they're literally, I think they're, I hate to say it, but I think it's literally, like we're saying, a test. Like, I can't imagine that, Western Conference Finals, we've made it this, we've made it this far. Like, let's experiment, let's see. But, I think it's like, okay, if Fox is a little bit of a question mark, and we do feel like there is, the bigger picture situation here, but obviously we have these pieces that we want to see in play as well too. Like, let's not force Fox, a little bit extra when maybe you would in the past if it was, obviously maybe a little bit more set in stone what the team is. I don't know, Harper. Obviously, if Harper's this good, in years 7, he's still a really good basketball player either way, so it doesn't really matter. But again, the point is, the lineup depth right now works. Again, we have to double check the contract stuff and who's free agents and who's not, but I'm pretty sure like Vassell and Johnson are both under contract for a couple more years, and then Carter Bryant was just drafted this year. Again, obviously, Castle and Harper and Wemby even they're still a season or two before we have to worry about the extensions. And even then, the contracts that they will be getting are going to be the deals that like the OKC guys are on right now. So really, it's the second contract. It's not the second contract, but it's the second re-sign. So it's really the third contract where it's like, oh, okay, like that's where the team is gonna, really start to feel the strain on the salary cap at that point. And if you're like Boston, obviously Boston only has 2 guys, Tatum and Brown. So a team like OKC, a team like San Antonio, having to try to navigate this with 3 players. We'll have to extra see how that works, I guess. But again, there is this proof of concept now that these lineups are successful. And again, it's not gonna be worse with De'Aaron Fox. I'm sure we're not gonna be worse bringing him in because we have the ability to be flexible with his minutes, how we're using him in the rotation and stuff like that. So it's not like we just immediately have to turn over the team to De'Aaron Fox once he's back. But, again, that if you're Milwaukee, that's still a really good asset to get back in a trade as well, too. The Fox to Chet comparison is a little bit different. Obviously one guy in Fox maybe a little bit more set in what his career is going to be, but I don't know if Chet's going to be like, the number 1 guy for Milwaukee. But there is just a little bit more, okay, he'll have more opportunity, more chance to have a Chet with his own offense. I don't even know if that's what it would be. I'm sure Kevin Porter Jr. would still be like, I'm taking shots. It is what it is. But again, there would be more room for Chet to just take more responsibility to see what that would be like, and for him to continue to improve his game. And again, we think that maybe there is still like a third team All-NBA, second team All-NBA sort of situation for Chet that I don't think would be super surprising. And I think that was definitely, a realistic projection when he was in the draft as well. So, again, at this would be like, Chet was second team All-NBA one year. But, again, this guy was the number 3 pick in the draft, right? He was number 3 or number 2. It was Paolo, Chet, and then Jabari. 1, 2, 3. If I'm not mistaken, who knows? We have to go back and look up the draft. It is what it is. Cornette again with the layup. I guess the ESPN's a couple of plays behind us as we got a couple plays up front. We're a couple of plays behind the ESPN live feed, so I guess it's working fine now. But the plays that I was seeing scroll through in the play-by-play there are not quite matching what we're seeing in the live action. Jalen Williams on the dunk. I guess maybe we need the spoiler alert. Maybe we need the ability to be able to brace ourselves to see what's going on here. 3 to 4 on the turnover, so at least it's, you know, even there in some ways. But and you know, did we lose the turnover battle in the last game? Again, it's one of those games that if you look at statistically for OKC, you're like, oh man, how do they win another game in this series? You're like, I don't know if, you know, I don't know if there is a logistical way to say it, but you just know that is not gonna happen. You know, Spurs are gonna necessarily outplay OKC in every facet like that, or just those weird stat games where it's like, oh man, OKC just showed up and it didn't matter. Like, at some point, that will matter as well, too. But, you know, again, this could go the way of some of those Denver Lakers series where they were close, but the Denver was still able to get the series to be, you know, it still looks bad on paper where it's like 4 wins, 5 wins, but every game is super close. You know, Jamal Murray's hitting buzzer beaters at the end there. And, you know, it's like, you know, Wemby, double overtime. It's like, okay, the Spurs won in 4 or 5, but they, you know, double overtime in game 1. Like, you know, obviously, again, it's not necessarily the Spurs being that magnificently better. It's just every game, you know, it is what it is. The Spurs were able to close them out. And that's matchup stuff as well as just, you know, basketball talent stuff. So we'll see, I guess, where it falls on that scale. But like we're saying, the league maybe just ordered 7 games for this as well. McLaughlin, why is McLaughlin in the series, chat? Hey, yo, some Jordan McLaughlin minutes here? Oh, chat! He's in the series because he's a baller. He immediately calls his own number. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. The confidence of some of the role players in this series. That's how you know we're in for a great series, chat. That's how you know. Or at least just these 2 games. You know, we can't necessarily guarantee the rest of the games being great. But, at least, you know, again, literally everybody is showing up. You know, Jordan McLaughlin immediately subs into the game. Is like, I'm calling. Oh, Dylan Harper with a smooth little behind the back pass. Hey, yo, the Spurs are going to slow it back down, so I don't know if that highlight is going to live on in the highlights, but Champagnie for 3. Oh, okay, that's going to be one of those like Spurs offensive highlights anyways. You know, Spurs ball movement highlights. Hey, yo, we made the Harper Ginobili comparisons in the past, and that was a Ginobili play right there, where he gets the pass and then seamlessly with one hand like spins it behind the back and passes it to the other guy along the perimeter. Like, that is definitely something Ginobili would do 100%. Throwing passes behind the back, but then also just, you know, in motion, fluid, all in one motion like that. Hey, yo, we love to see it. And then, you know, even if there is that highlight, sometimes there is that pressure to immediately create a play. You know, oh, we get a shot, you know, make that highlight worth it or something like that. But, you know, they settle down, move the basketball still, get the good look. So, you know, again, it goes on in the beautiful game. Hey, yo, the beautiful game is back in San Antonio. So 31-30 here. Mitchell trying to tie it up at the end of the first quarter for where we were at as well too at the end of the first quarter last time. Another tied game. So I wonder, you know, what have been the most even series in NBA history? Because this could definitely be there from a scoring standpoint. Speaking of basketball, we have WNBA on. Hey, yo. I feel like we need to get the W on in the background as well too. A little Wings versus Sky chat. Hey, yo. The Sky 3-1. Hey, yo. What's going on there? I feel like we want the Sky to have a bad, you know, respectfully, hey, yo, to the Sky. I guess we don't want the Sky to have a bad record for the Sky's fans. But we do feel like they need to have some type of bad karma for trading Angel Reese. Hey, yo. You know, it's definitely not the right basketball move. Again, I guess whether or not the records, you know, I guess we can't say that, you know, do we need to lock in? It's already 4 games and we're losing the storylines, chat. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. But either way, I guess we need to find out where is I'm pretty sure USA Net's on Roku, right? Right? I feel like we've watched some W games on there before. Are we locked in? Let's see if we turn the channel on. Oh, okay, I see something. What game are we getting? Oh no, is this hockey? Hey, yo. What is the Victoria versus the Charge? What are the Charge? Hey, yo, is this even MHL, MHL. What's the name of the hockey league, chat? AO. Major League Hockey, MHL, Major Hockey League. Hey, yo. I guess, oh, NHL, National Hockey League. I guess I don't know why I was thinking it was MHL there for a second. NHL. What is this? The Walter Cup? What is the Walter Cup? Hey, yo. Hey, yo, whoa, the PVHL? The Professional Something Hockey League? The Professional Valley Hockey League? Maybe that's not a V. Maybe it's just some type of logo. Professional Hockey League? It could just be the PHL. I'm not sure. But I guess Montreal versus Ottawa is not the game we're looking for. Okay, wait a second, chat. Wait a second. Let's see if we can find this here real quick. USA Net? I guess USA Net WNBA games. Hey, yo. Not USA Net money situations. Hey, yo. We definitely don't want to be... look at that right there. Oh, their net media deal situation. USA Network. Here we go. USA Network. USA Network. We may have to go to the Sling for this one. Oh, I guess I don't know if we have this. Hey, yo, chat. It is what it is. A little behind the scenes. Do we see if we can get... I guess, hey, yo. I guess, I was going to say, do we hate to go to break to queue up the WNBA? No, of course not, because we love the WNBA. So we'll be right back. Okay, chat, we tried. We don't have it. It is what it is. We tried to be good fans. We tried to support, but, we will support when we can. Shout out to the W. We'll keep an eye on the games and the scores as they go here. But we may do the most biased thing possible. We're going to see if we can find a second camera angle for this because I think they have a little Hey, make no mistake. If they have a multicam, hey, yo, your boy's going to throw in a multicam. It is what it is. We are definitely, I would say we're the #1 multicam fans of NBA games out there. It is what it is. Or like we've said before, alternate camera angles. I mean, hey, nobody loves an alt camera angle more than us. It is what it is. But hey, are they taking the lead now with some Caruso free throws? Oh no, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. And this would be the game as well too. I guess Western Conference Finals, you definitely have to have all of your techie stuff, in play. But especially for this historic situation, I feel like we gotta look up some numbers as well too and see if we can find how well that game did for game 1. I guess, is it performance view? It might be performance view. I think performance view is just the game with some stats, some extra stats. So I guess either way, we'll have another screen. So McLaughlin now trying to drive past Isaiah Joe. Hey, yo, getting a foul. McLaughlin swinging the game when he's in. I mean, he is one of those guys that has, like, he's always productive when he is in. He just never seems to get consistent minutes in the NBA for some reason. And it's one of those more, you hate to say it. It maybe is like a political situation, like draft picks and younger players. And, you feel like, again, you need to invest in certain guys, trades, all that. But, regardless, again, he's always like pretty productive when he shows up. Minnesota, was he on Minnesota when they made the conference finals? So like we said, these guys, the similar cast of characters are always rotating through. Again, even McLaughlin, like similar 10th men are on these teams. Again, it's no coincidence. Caruso for 3, chat. This is just oh man. We might have to be a non-family live stream the next time if we have a Caruso, if just keeps performing like this. Hey, yo. It is what it is. We're going to have to use some choice language for Caruso, chat. Hey, yo. It is what it is. I guess, obviously, well, what are we saying? Yeah, well, we just swear at a guy appropriately. Like, that seems like a contradiction, but I think you understand what we mean. It is what it is. And I guess he does wear I guess we never noticed as well, too, that he does wear the headband upside down. I guess we've never competed against him like this where we've needed to make fun of him in a playoff series. But the Nike logo upside down, I don't understand. He must be with a different team. It is what it is. Do we have to investigate Alex Caruso? I mean, I guess I would hate to see another reason, and then all of a sudden we have to cut this out. But Alex Caruso headband upside down. This is his fashion choice. Upside. Wait a second. Upside down. Here we go. Why does Alex Caruso occasionally wears it so the logo isn't properly oriented, which his first signature become a signature superstition during his time with the Lakers? Former teammate Rajon Rondo, known to wear his headset upside down or without the logo at all as a personal superstition, Caruso adopted the habit in the 2019-2020 season, claiming the inside-out, upside-down headband possessed superpowers that brought good luck and energy to the team. Hey, yo. Do we need to get his headband turned around, chat? It is what it is. I guess Shay's got a logo on his headband, and Caruso does have a logo on his headband as well too. He's got a logo, NBA logo, and a Nike logo. So he's double logo, but I guess the upside down makes it work in some ways. But the Spurs did, of course, in LeBron, one of the OG moments of LeBron not wearing the headband was in the Spurs Heat series when it did get knocked off, and did it get caught on the rim? I forgot exactly what happened, but I think it got caught in the basket. Somehow it got snatched off his head. Hey, yo, I guess that's why there wasn't a fight, right? Hey, you just snatch your headband. I mean, that, throw some hands, but yeah, I think he was driving into the basket and it got caught on the hoop, and then it just got taken off his head that way. Pause. And he still played well without the headband. So I don't know if that was hey, wait a second, do I need to be as superstitious as I have been in the past? But that was an early moment. Now, we tread lightly here as we say this, but that was, the LeBron hairline was a little bit different in that moment than it was when he officially, again, he also removed the headband for different reasons in the course of his career. Like, the headband was more than just, I think, a superstition. Hey, yo. But, again, he was, in that moment, that was one of the longest stretches we had seen with LeBron without the headband in his career. Because, I mean, he had been wearing it ever since St. Vincent St. Mary as well, too. But, hey, yo, chat. Oh, here we go. Courtside view. Oh, chat. Look at this. 4 cameras. Hey, yo. 5 cameras all at once of the same Spurs game. I guess 43-37. We've gone overboard. Now that we've pulled up 5 cameras, the Spurs can't win this game. We've jinxed it. It is what it is. We're sorry to the Spurs fans. We've gone overboard in celebrating this team's success. Hey, yo. They've got a camera just dedicated to Wemby, maybe, it looks like. And then a baseline camera as well, too. Can we get the focus on that one? Hey, yo. Oh, wait, no, that's Thunder View, chat. Hey, yo. Thunder View does sound cool, though. I'm not going to lie. Of all of the team views in the league, Thunder View might be the coolest one. Spurs View, again, obviously the other ones are, team views. Hey, we have Celtics View. Hey, yo, 76ers View. Hey, I mean, we don't want to see that. But Thunder's View is actually just a view of the game from the Thunder. Oh, is it? Oh, game from the Thunder's bench? Thunder's fan view? Maybe? But either way, this is great, chat. This is great. It's literally, it's courtside. We don't even have to, do we have to pay for this camera? Hey, yo. If this camera was at MSG, this would be a pay-per-view part of the live stream. It'd be extra on Peacock. James Dolan's like, charge them $10 to get the courtside view of the live stream. Hey, yo. But I guess, the Sphere, maybe there's like a Sphere version as well, too, because could they use some of that tech on TVs? I'm not even sure if that would be, if there's any way that could translate. But this is good. I guess are we actually on the Spurs sideline? Was that Mitch Johnson right there? I was like, who's this guy? Hey, yo, who's this guy blocking the camera? It's Mitch Johnson. Shout out. So I guess, we love to see it. But Castle is ripping it up, chat. 12 points so far. Queso Walls from the corner. The right corner has been a little bit of a problem. We may need to just double the right corner. They're hitting all their shots from over there. Oh, Caruso, that's a foul. Hey, yo, that is a foul. I guess we need to figure out how these camera angles are synced. Hey, yo, the live game is still a little bit ahead at this point, I think. Oh, Shea with the big dunk. Okay, it's not too far ahead. It's not. That is a good checkpoint play, but it's on the other side. That's the part that was getting me confused. So, of course, the court side or the normal camera, you're looking at the bench, if that makes sense. The logo is facing the right way. If you're on the bench for the Spurs or the Thunder, you're actually looking at the logo upside down. So, I was like trying to orient with the plays there for a second. Hey, yo, but we're good to go. We're locked in now. So, and I guess there is that the Castle dunk that we missed live. We're going back and forth trying to catch this. Somehow we didn't even see it. We just looked at both cameras at the time that it wasn't happening. But he finally got the poster dunk as well. Was that on Chet or Hartenstein? I guess I didn't see. But hey, yo, it is a little bit of a lead here for the Thunder. Oh, is this not? Are we gonna get to see the timeout? This is like the league pass situation. Oh, Chad, it's like the good old days of the regular season. Hey, yo. I forgot how much we miss seeing the in-arena entertainment. I mean, I guess we just get to spend the time. This is not even in-arena entertainment. We're just literally staring at these two fans. Imagine, chat. Hey, yo. Is this good or bad? Do you have to sign a waiver? Is this, I mean, you're just going to star in the NBA game? Who is this lady, chat? Hey, yo. She just gets to be in this camera angle. I mean, this camera's not going anywhere. The only thing this camera does is swivel around. It doesn't, like, move laterally up and down the court. So, I mean, this lady is just in the shot the entire game. This is crazy. And I think now the lady next to her is, like, peeking over into the camera. I mean, they could honestly, they could do some crazy stuff. I guess I don't know if that's where, if that's where our mind would go. But is this where... And it has to be right there, though. I mean, they have to see it. It is what it is. Hey, yo. I guess, I don't know if that's what we need to be distracted by. The courtside MILFs chat? Hey, yo. Do we tread lightly? We say respectfully? Hey, yo. Nothing like a row of courtside white ladies chat. Hey, yo. I tell you what, dude. You want to bring some... Yay! Hey, yo. You want to bring... I guess OKC, we tread lightly. We tread lightly. But, I'm sure there's a couple of different camera angles we could put this in, we could put this camera in a couple of different arenas. And I think these ladies would be at the game in a multiversal type of way. But, shout out the stars. We need like nameplates or something. I don't know. I bet that they've got to be reality stars already, right? Maybe like is there a Real Housewives of OKC chat? I don't think it's quite gotten there. There is, Utah, I think maybe is the closest, most crossover situation there. What do we got? Real Housewives of Salt Lake? Is it Real Housewives or is it Basketball Wives? I guess there could be a OKC Basketball Wives. right? That could be interesting. A basketball girlfriends. I guess it's hey, a young team. I don't know. What's the situation? I guess that would be a drama show. OKC Love Island chat. Hey, well, maybe not. I guess I don't know. Hey, well, hey, that could get crazy. That would be maybe you don't want the teammates, all the relationships intermingling in that way. But either way, I guess there is a like I guess we were saying bring back more NBA reality, right? Bring back NBA reality, or just increase NBA reality, is because Basketball Wives is still active, right? So so just keep taking over. Keep taking over. Oh, the dunk was on Hartenstein, as we can confirm. Hartenstein pulling on his jersey as well, too. Oh, Wemby. Impressed. I mean, obviously, every in the basketball world, one of the most impressive dunks. Is that the dunk of the year so far? It might be. And again, just the veracity that he's attacking this game with is impressive. Like, I mean, the height that he's jumping, like, I know he's been in the dunk contest, but I don't think he's jumped higher in 2 dunks or just 2 dunk attempts in his career. Remember, he had the one where he missed the foul attempt on Shea earlier. Shea had the foul on him. So, he's been really springy tonight going to the basket. Ayo, Shea now attacking. Oh, Carter Bryant, the help side. Wemby. Oh, Chet, the Twin Towers. Carter Bryant and Wembanyama. Well, Shea kind of did get a tricky little, like, spin around, maybe even he actually created a little bit of space to get a look off around Wemby, but I think he hesitated for just a second, and then Carter Bryant flew in behind, and blocked a shot. And then Wemby blocked the shot on the offensive rebound attempt as well, too. So, I mean, I guess Carter Bryant, I don't know if we officially put him in like a Towers situation, but between the two of them, they are probably both 7 feet tall. Again, Carter Bryant's about 6'9", and Wemby's 6.5 feet. So, I guess if we can say respectfully, if Wemby gives Carter the 6 inches, then then it averages both to, I guess then Carter would be like 7'3" at that point. Now Carter's taller than Wemby. That'd be a weird. Is that Freakier Friday chat? That would be I guess is that our comedy version of Freakier Friday? It's like the body swap comedy, but they're just 2 really tall people. So it's like the 6'9" person goes to 7.5 feet. The 7.5 feet, he's short, but he's still 6'9". He's still like incredibly tall, still an incredibly talented basketball player. But he's just not Wemby. I guess again, it's still relative, right? So it doesn't matter. But I guess we need a version of that, chat. There's got to be something like that. Oh, Chad, this camera now, the Thunder view that is trying to focus on Wemby, they just did like just a full-on zoom right into the fan. So, I mean, I think the camera operator also has a crush as well. It is what it is. But let's see, can we get these ladies courtside over here, chat? That would be the #1 move. If we can just get who's this fan on OKC game? Let's invite him in. It'd be like the Cameron and Mace pod. We just have people just wandering into the studio, just hanging out, watching games. Hey, come in, ladies, watch an NBA game with us. We got 5 camera angles of this Spurs Thunder game over here. And I guess does that remind me of a story, chat? Reminds me of a story. I guess does that remind me of an interaction that we had today? I don't even know if I can talk about it right now because I could talk about the interaction. I don't know if I could talk about it. At this point, I think our grandma might still be tuned in, so we might have to wait a second. Sorry, grandma, but it is what it is. We'll just have to wait till you turn it off. We'll have to wait till you I don't know. IT, can you tell in the algorithm when a person falls asleep during a YouTube live stream? I don't know. Shout out as long as shout out. Either way, it doesn't But what are we saying it does remind us of a story. So if I remember to tell it, we'll tell it in a second. Well, or a little bit later, I don't know. But we did have an interaction today, and that was one of those like, oh man, we need to step up our game, chat. It was like a Shea game 1 moment, honestly. Again, we're riding high from Wemby and Castle and everybody doing good, and the Spurs being the focus of the NBA at this point. And I don't know if we needed that to humble us. But we needed like a game 1 to be like, you know what? You can still be better. You can still be better. You can. There's always room to improve. Hey yo, hey yo. Or there's those moments where you're like, hey, there's those games where you're like, have I ever been good at all? Hey, do I know anything about basketball? Do I know anything? What are we talking about, chat? I guess again we're talking about Spurs Thunder, right? Hey yo, hey yo. But Cornet or Chet finally able to attack the basket when it's Cornet guarding him. So Cornet, I don't know what he was doing. Wemby or hey, what are we saying? I guess shout out Chet. I don't know if anybody's confused him for Wemby before. I guess there were comparisons at one point. It's funny that that's not even a rivalry anymore. It's honestly a bullying. It might be the first ever NBA bullying at this point. It's not a rivalry. There's not. Unfortunately, I guess I can't say there's not a situation where like Chet. I'm sure in the great careers of these guys, like Chet's gonna have Chet's gonna have a game where he goes out and hits like 7 threes or something against Wemby. He's gonna have 35, 7, and 4. And it's gonna be like, oh, that's the Chet game that we've been waiting against Wemby. But in reality, again, unfortunately, I mean, there's nobody in the NBA that you would rather have on your roster than Wembanyama. But in a Chet Wemby situation, unfortunately, that rivalry is just very, very one-sided. So again, I think we call it a bullying. I think we call it an NBA bullying. I actually don't even know what the other NBA bullyings would be. Again, I guess that would just be our own knowledge. And another a bullying of like an all-star as well too. Again, I guess Chet has been in one all-star. Is Chet a 2-time all-star? A multi-time all-star. Chet Holmgren. Oh, we got Caruso here, front page on Basketball Reference. Let's see. Chet Holmgren. I guess 3 years, right? So 1-time all-star in 3 seasons. I guess this year, I was going to say, was that last year? But no, he was only 32 games last year. So 69 games played this year. Again, I don't think he'll get any. Will he get any All-NBA votes? Hey, I don't want to be disrespectful. He'll get some. And he was 55% from the field this year, 36% from 3. So, again, if he were to get like a Giannis trade situation, now he's taking 20 field goals a game. Like he's already at 17 points. Like he might be, 26, 27 points. He could be 26, 7, like you said, 26, 7, and 4 in Milwaukee, maybe 3.5 assists, something along those lines. Oh, Harper with the tough little midi air ball there. Hey, all net, Chet, nothing but net for our guy Dylan Harper. Yikes. Oh, but McCain, fortunately, just out of control. Hey, I don't know why the Spurs just stood up and just watched him just stumble all the way across the court, but hey, it was funny. So, shout out there. And then AJ Mitchell falls down. Oh, the court monster, chat. He's out with 3 minutes left in the second half. Oh, Chet with tough shot. I say that was over 2 Spurs defenders. Champagny, I guess I didn't see the other guy. Was that Barnes there? Castle just spinning and weaving in transition. Hey, yo. I don't even think his handle's not even this good. I don't think. He just did like a full speed jump spin in the air in transition and then turned that into a pass. I guess the Thunder are up 9. We just shout out Castle. We're gonna get Castle jersey in here, Chad. Hey, yo. But what are we saying? Again, for an all-star to all-star bullying, I can't really think of one. And one that again, it's not like was one-sided at one point and then this one got the bet, this one bullied the person in this game, this one bullied the person in that game. Again, that's a rivalry. If the bullying is going back and forth across the games and it's equal results over time, then again, that's a rivalry. If it's one-sided over time, that's a bullying. Hey, yo. I say there's some comparisons we could make to other fandoms, to other teams, but I don't want to do that because unfortunately, it's probably our team getting bullied. So I guess we'll just leave it unsaid. But again, that's probably the best team-to-team rivalry I can think of for a bullying. Unfortunately, it is what it is. But for a player-to-player rivalry, would you say like you wouldn't necessarily say, would you say like Steph versus Harden in some ways? Like it's an interesting 1v1 because again, obviously Steph's teams were considered to be the better teams anyways. So, I would say when they played, obviously, what did they play in 15-16? They didn't have Durant yet, but once they get Durant, even if Steph's getting the better, because the one series, of course, Steph closes out without Durant, but still, just the narrative of that team, it is what it is. But maybe, and James Harden still had good games. against him as well too. That's the thing. Like Chet just unfortunately like hasn't even had like the good game yet. It's not the good game, but that like go toe to toe with Wemby type game. Like good moments, competitive. Doing his best on defense. Ayo, but it's not. It's not like that. What was he at? I guess we're being dramatic off that last game as well too. 8 points. 2 for 7. So that's on the way low end of what Chet's gonna have there. Again, he's 24, 22. Like there is a consistent offensive production that he's slowly been getting worse from offense. It looks like, but either way, there is a consistent offensive production that he will give you in these series. The games themselves weren't always as competitive against the Lakers as well, but either way, he is in that 20 points a game range there in that first series. What was he at? I guess, hey, right at 17 again for the playoffs. At this point, I guess that's including I guess everything. We're just looking at the Lakers series here, I guess. But what are we saying for Chet that yeah, I guess, and we can't, I guess here, yeah, we could here real quick just look up, I guess, his splits here. Pause. Versus San Antonio. I guess he wouldn't have played. Oh, he would have played all 3 years against Wemby because I guess he didn't play his actual rookie season because he got hurt in the Drew League. Hey, yo. But, his career versus San Antonio, he is averaging, let's see here, in 27 minutes, 13, 7, and 2 at this point. 47% from the field, 35% from the. So, again, he's fine. Hey, yo. 13 points a game, but he's not really. I guess, again, in one of those games, maybe he had, like we're saying, 24, and then the other one, this one he had 8. So it balances out in that way. But he just hasn't had that massive, like, this is the reason that it's considered, the guys on, like, the same level type of game. Respectfully, hey, yo, it is what it is. Against Philly, 24 points a game. Like, who is he best scoring against in his career? 24 a game? I guess, Chet just hasn't quite developed into, like, a full-on scorer in that type of way. Obviously, a very productive player, very good off-the-ball, shot maker in some ways. But, I don't know if he's creating a ton of offense. But, good dribbler as well, too. Ayo, pause. But it's some opportunity stuff. Oh, Chet. Shea pouring it on. Hey, yo, it's a slow burn. But the Thunder they're hitting shots tonight. They're out to play. It is what it is. And the 2 for 3 game is hurting as well, too. We honestly just haven't even really taken that many threes. Have we? Hey, yo. I guess maybe Champagne's fired up a couple. But do we have some team stats here? Let's see. We got 3 points. I guess, we've taken more, chat. 5 for 14. We just haven't hit any. Hey, yo. It is what it is. 36% to 46% for the Thunder, but 51% from the field as well, too. The free throw game is close, so we can't even necessarily say that that's too crazy. Turnovers 12-6, and they're definitely creating off of that as well, too. So definitely biting us, but that's just casual play. So, they need to lock in, Chet. Hey, yo. And then hopefully, second half, they can go on a little bit of a run. I mean, because both teams have proven that they can have those moments where they can get back in the game as well, too, against each other. OKC did do that early against San Antonio, but San Antonio withstood those moments and was able to battle through and, obviously ultimately close out the game against them last time. So single digits here with 2 minutes left, as long as it doesn't, spiral to 15 or so, and all of a sudden the Thunder crowd is cheering going into halftime. That would be, hey, yo, we want a nice silent crowd going into halftime is the goal. Hey, yo, just silent cheering, basically, is what we're saying. Just a nice bummed out because Thunder lost the lead. Hey, yo, it is what it is. They forfeited. Oh, Chet blocked by Wemby. Oh, we can't have a single. I mean, Wemby, just give the man a bucket for his self-esteem. Hey, yo, oh, never mind. AJ Mitchell just blocked Castle there. He fouled him. That was a foul. It is what it is. Okay, Chet, baseline. Wemby, block it. Hey, get it out of here. Get it out of here. Oh, Chet, I think the refs are just giving him a foul for the self-esteem. I don't know why Chet went toward Wemby with that basket. Wemby was flying in from the opposite side of the hoop, and Wemby and Chet went for the reverse layup. So he should have stayed on the. He should have just stayed down on the one side. I guess Wemby's 7'5", so he's everywhere. Hey, yo. It is what it is. Is Mitch Johnson going to challenge that? Again, I think Wemby just, again, threw the challenge up because it's Chet. And he's just personal. He just wants to challenge Chet. I mean, I guess you do not necessarily, again, want this to get too far into the double digits. So it is a good turning point, if they get the ball back and score here. It does bring it to, a 7-point game. It would definitely be a different feel for this point in the half. But Gilgeous up to 15 as well, too, so he's definitely outproduced his last game. I don't remember his exact total, but I think he's already had more points than that. And Castle, either way, has still outperformed Shea. So I know that we were already saying it in the last live stream. That did we get to that point? Did we get to the point that we said we would not take Shea over Castle? Hey, yo. Because we definitely said after the Minnesota series that, Edwards versus Castle, like, give us Castle. Hey, yo, pause. We'd rather have Castle in this basketball team than Edwards. Again, obviously, are we worse off with having Edwards? No. Are we going to be bummed out if for some reason would that be the trade? I'm sure we can see the vision, chat, at the end of the day. But if this is the basketball team, this is the perfect basketball team. We don't need to make any moves. We don't need to make any upgrades. The point is, emotionally, maybe even more so than like the real practical basketball sense. Oh, chat. Not only is it not a foul, I mean it's just a clean block. It is what it is. I mean Wemby's got, pause, you say the biggest hands in the league. Like, yeah, they don't even have to review this for that long. I mean, it's obvious that Wemby's like just pops it out with his wrist. Hey, yo. It is what it is. I guess it gives him good cachet for when he goes for the review signs later in his career. Hey, yo. Oh, yep. Call overturned, as we see there on the ESPN. I guess peeking ahead a little bit for what the result is. Shout out to Tony Brothers, chat. Hey, yo. We always said he was the best ref in the league. Hey, yo. It was always the best at reviews anyways, right? Right? He is right now. He's number 1 in our power rankings. But overturned. We love to see it. Great job by Mitch Johnson. Good momentum, I guess, potential point in the game as well too. Do they get the ball back? Is it out on Chet? It's probably still out on... Oh, no, it's got to be out because Wemby... And it didn't go out of bounds as well either. So was it Spurs ball? Because I guess we weren't paying attention to that part of the announcement. We didn't have this announcer go, Spurs ball. Hey, yo. But, Wemby was able to block it back into the field of play and keep it alive. So do they go jump ball here in this scenario? Just jump it up. Jump it up and see what happens. Oh, then never mind. Spurs ball. Okay, we'll take it. Harper with possession. So pick and roll Wemby, top of the key. Wemby open for 3. Just take it. Dort's not going to challenge that. Oh, too confident, Chad. I did get a little casual. Hey, yo. His hand hurts from blocking Chet so hard in the last possession, I think is what it was. He should have just passed and wait for the hand to heal. Oh, Hardenstein, chat. See, Hardenstein's, a little, pause a little thicker. Hey, yo. Like, Hardenstein's body might get in the way. That's crazy to say. But, if you're going in for the block attempt, like, his body might get in the way. He's a little stronger. So you might not always be able to get in there and get that shot attempt cleanly blocked. Chet, Chet's skinnier. If you're Wemby, Chet's thinner than you are. So, even if you don't necessarily... In a scenario like that where you do end up blocking Chet clean, you could still just, you still punk him. He still goes to the ground in that scenario if you need to. But, that dunk on Hardenstein, you got to let that one happen. It is what it is. Again, he if he's got the angle, he might actually be able to get a vicious poster off. But Wemby doesn't care about being posterized as well, too. We care for him because, I guess, we don't have this. We're not 7'5" and have the ability to block every other shot as well too. But I guess fortunately we can't speak for forever. I guess it would be a good thing in some way if we got posterized. It'd be meaning that we were playing an athletic game. So there is a level to that. I don't even know how many guys that we have played with that could legitimately like posterize us. I guess. Is that a bad thing, chat? That probably is a bad thing. I would imagine, but a poster is a different level. Like, again, hey, yo, I don't mean to, like, put the entire University of Iowa on blast. And, I was definitely there during COVID as well, too. The campus was a little bit, different at that time. I guess, the one time, and especially after it opened up as well, because it was closed for, I'm trying to remember the timeline. I mean, it was closed for a while, but then, it opened up, but in that, whatever that timeline is, hey, yo, like, in that stretch, maybe all the people that were posterizing were not there at the time, who knows, but the games did not. I don't remember anybody that could have like actually just legit just posterized us. That would have been crazy. Not us. Again, that would have been anybody. It's not like we're the exception to the rule. Like, oh, he could have got anybody except for us. Like, if you can posterize somebody else, you're definitely gonna posterize us. It is what it is. But I'm just saying, I don't remember anybody that would have, because again, you have to be able to like legitimately dunk, and then be able to dunk in game, and then be able to dunk in game over somebody. So again, I'm not saying I'm a challenge, but in the park, I think I can at least change your flight path, if that makes sense. Or if you take off a little farther away, and maybe it's not the perfect jump into it. Like I can, like I'm saying, I'm a Hartenstein. I can get in the way. Hey, like I can maybe make it so it's not gonna be that just easy dunk attempt. But hey, is that the baseline for good defense? I don't know, but. Either way, I've never feared for my life on a dunk attempt. No guy going in being like, oh, this is the one right here. This is going to be the poster. But either way, maybe that's when it happens, chat. And then all of a sudden we're looking up like, no, wait, what happened? A poster? But, I mean, again, just to see a guy dunk in game at some point. Somebody just dunk in game. Hey, somebody at the university, just in the rec games. Again, it's in the rec games. And we were never there long enough to do intramurals. Hey, it is what it is. I guess we'll call ourselves out. But in terms of open play, open gym hours, like, you're still good games. Like, those still good games. But in terms of a guy like slashing through the paint, dunking on you, I guess it, a little more rare than not. But either way, 51 to 62 at the half. So not ideal. OKC 87% win percentage. Again, they were 8.5 point favorites. So they're starting to, the line's not looking too bad there as well. But I'm not feeling too bad. The second quarter, the worst quarter, I guess. Hey, three quarters of 31. Chat, what does that mean? I don't know. I guess speaking of NBA superstitions earlier, I guess it means the Spurs should have scored 31 in that last quarter if they wanted to keep up. Hey, But, you have the worst quarter in the series, I guess, at this point. No, what? OKC had like 17 in one of the quarters or something. But, either way, you have a non-competitive quarter like that. You can bounce back. We can go on a run. We can get back in this game. So when we get back from break, of course, we'll have more second half action, more NBA stuff right after this. All right, chat, we are back. The fans that are in this courtside view right now for the Thunder View Peacock angle, this row has just gone to get snacks. I guess they probably got like executive situations, right? This front row. That's still a world that we do have to investigate. The luxury NBA ticket situation, you know. I feel like we have explored the NFL, but we did when we were a kid, we did when the Minnesota stadium first opened, we took a trip to Minnesota and we went through the stadium because I forget tickets were, hey yo, we start naming prices from the before times, chat. Hey yo, it is what it is. I mean, is that how you know we're getting washed, chat? Hey yo, we need to, what are the number one, what are like the power ranking the washed attributes? Hey yo, because naming old prices is right up there, chat. That is right up there. I don't know. You know, obviously, you know, I don't know if when we get to that point in movies now. I feel like gas prices, and again, we tread lightly, but I feel like gas prices are they as prominent in movies these days as they were back then? Like, I feel like that isn't, again, that's the number one thing, obviously, for, you know, for better or worse, like that people are talking about in that movie sense. And it is obviously, it's not even a movie sense, you know, it's obviously, again, I guess, you know, Rem and Sam political corner here. Hey, yo, you know, you know, where do gas prices rank in drivers of economy? Again, how many semesters did we say that we were at Iowa, chat? Not that, but how much time we were in the basketball court compared to, hey, yo, chat. It is what it is. Hey, yo, go to school, pay attention, stay in school, kids. Hey, yo, that's washed attribute. That's like maybe not a top 5, but definitely a top 10. You know, hey, yo, you start telling people to you know, educate yourself. Hey, yo, again, do you say stay in school? Like, get your degree. You do. You just start telling you got to get your degree. Hey, yo, at least, you know, high school. Hey, yo, what are we doing, chat? Like, you know, you got to get that thing. And then you know, college, at least maybe a 2-year. You know, lock down the 2-year if you can. But what are we saying for you know, that's right up there. That's right up there. You start looking, if somebody says like the price of a house in an old movie, hey yo, I'm trying to think like what's the house that they're trying to buy in Indecent Proposal. I don't know if that's the first movie house that we should think of. Hey yo, but you know, it's like, oh, you know, what our, you know, I guess no disrespect to anybody that dream home says like, oh, our dream home, it's like $500,000. Hey, it's like, oh, you know, again, no disrespect, but it's like the, you know, maybe a little bit more attained. Maybe that number looks a little bit different in 2026. Hey yo, you know, again, that's definitely up there. That's definitely up there when you start going, oh, you know, eggs were only 12 cents a dozen back in the day. But that would be the thing as well too. Now that I'm thinking about it, you know, especially with produce. Hey yo, produce would be a major one. But you'd be like walking by like a store and you would see all the signs for the prices of things out in the store. I guess you don't really have that as much in like, you know, the modern TV sense. I guess you know, I don't know. We don't have like prices out in things. I guess I don't know. I'm trying to think movies set in 2026 that would have that stuff. I don't know. I guess how many movies are set in 2026? You know, I don't think we're making movies about the 2020s. You know, I was hearing somebody think about somebody say about something about that. Was that? I guess I will start giving credit. I don't really know who, but they were saying that in reference. And again, I don't even remember in reference to what movie, but they were talking about, oh, that movie feels of that time, and you know, like, do we have movies that feel of the 2020s in a way? Like if we would go, and maybe we will looking back at it. You know, we don't really know what that aesthetic and that sense is quite yet. But, you know, are there movies that, like, capture what the 2020s look like? You know, hey, yo. But, Dylan Harper was on First Team All-Rookie as well, too. If we can pivot to that because they're showing it on the screen. I guess Cedric Coward as well. You know, he did have a good year. Cooper Flagg, Con Knuppel, Edgecombe, Harper, and Coward. I think that is the top 5 for sure. I'm trying, of guys that had sort of the best moments throughout the course of the season. I think those are the 5 guys that definitely flashed the most. Hey, yo. I guess, you know, year 1 versus, if we're just judging moments, is obviously, oh, chat, ayo. Let's get the camera back up here. It's definitely different than, again, you know, obviously the production. Coward was able to, you know, have some more run there in Memphis with the way that the roster ended up shaking out. But I'm trying to think. I feel like there was another guy or two. I guess Bailey looked good in some. Oh, Derek Queen. Derek Queen had a baller year. Derek Queen could get him first team all rookie. Hey, yo. Wait a second. Where was Coward at? I guess Coward 843 points. Derek Queen more points. I feel like minutes for a rookie is something as well too. Again, there is something to like, oh, he was, playing more as a rookie means he was almost honestly bad. I guess not everything because there is situation as well too. Like again, Derek Queen, maybe his team was a little bit worse. His team also did invest more in him, so they needed him to play as well. But Coward, it's not like his team was better and he was buried or whatever. Like we're saying, I feel like opportunity was pretty equal there. So he had more points, rebounds, and assists. Did he have better percentages as well too? Better field goal percentage, and Coward was only 34% from three. We'll round up for him. Derek Queen 26. So it's not like his number was stellar from there, but still overall, I'm pretty sure that Queen had a better year. Better box score. Oh, I would say box win shares per 48. I guess Noah Asenyu. Unfortunately, not looking good there, Chad. I don't know if I've ever seen a number that low. Hey, yo, whoa. I don't mean to call him out, but minus his win shares minus per 48. I guess he only played in 6 minutes this year, so we can't judge him too harshly. That's why it's so dramatic. It is what it is. We that's like 6 minutes when they're down 50. They're subbing him at the wrong time, but he's minus 0.417. I don't even know what that would. I don't even really know how this translates to wins, per 48-minute AO. But we can rank the number amongst itself and just say, amongst history and all that stuff and know what it looks good there. But in terms of what it means, like how many wins would he be costing his team? Like would they have a record of like -3 in 82? So it's like somehow they've lost every game, but then they had to take away 3 games as well. Like hey yo. But again, that's not a great 6 minutes apparently for SNU. But I don't know if he took a shot or something. I guess he doesn't have his field goal attempts. He might have taken a shot of something else before the game. Hey yo. I guess we don't want to assume. But I don't know if he took any field goal attempts that are making the numbers look any worse here. But Maluwatch kind of had a decent year. I guess not too crazy. I guess if we're talking moments, Carter Bryant. Hey yo. Who played a lot as well. Fears did play a lot. The 2,000 minutes club and Queen. So Queen was one of 5 guys that played 2,000 minutes. I forgot about Renaud. Again, I would imagine Queen and Renaud are all going to be on second team. So second team, or can we look up second team here and see as well? See, now we're invested, Chad. Now we're invested. It is what it is. Let's see where this went here. News, top stories. It has to be top stories. I guess we got Spurs versus, of course, Knicks taking over. Here we go. Headline, all rookie teams. All rookie second team includes Fears and Queen, Base Bailey. Who, Chat? Ace Bailey. Did we say Vase Bailey? I guess we got the last name right. I didn't get the first name, but Max Renaud, and then Colin Murphy Boyles was the other rookie making the list here as well, too. So wait, Murphy Boyles was productive as well. Where was he at? In 1,200 minutes. I guess the advanced stats, it was really the defensive thing for Murphy Boyles, wasn't it? Because win shares per 48, he might be the best player in the class. 3rd overall. Oh, Kalkbrenner. Did Kalkbrenner not make an all-rookie team? Oh, chat. More minutes, points, rebounds, and I guess Murphy Boyles did have better assists, better defense. Do we have defensive numbers here? Oh, chat. Kalkbrenner got snubbed. I guess he didn't get snubbed. Do we need a 3rd team all-rookie? Second and a half team all-rookie? Second team all-rookie, 6th man? Is that an award that we can put in there? The 6th man for the second all-rookie team? But I guess then shout out to Yannick Conan Neuterhauser. I think we did see maybe something of him playing. It looks like he's good in the win share per 48 minutes too, along with Knuppel and Harper. But I mean, both Knuppel, Fears was good this year for sure. Like we just looked up his numbers in the 2000 club, but I don't know. Like Charlotte made the playoffs. Does that matter for all rookie? It's a little bit different than all NBA. I think it can be a little bit more individual, just, who performed well in their rookie year. Hey, yo, hot take. Is that what it is? Oh, Chet! Hey, yo! An airball, Chet. Oh, and nobody was guarding him as well, too. That's not good, Chet. That's a... Oh, Presty's on the phone right now. Presty just dialed... Who's the number right now for the Bucks GM? I think he might have called Doc Rivers. He's like, Doc Rivers... He's like, I'm not there. He's like, my bad. Hangs up. I think he's calling the Bucks GM right now. Hey, yo. Who else can he call? He didn't even call the GM. It's just like... The NBA, I think the NBA, I'm just now imagining the NBA trade market. It's kind of like when they put out like a hit in John Wick. They have to go through this whole system, and they're like, oh, Chet's on the trade market. Chet's on the trade market. It goes through like the processing thing, and they have to like print out the paper and they stamp it. I need to rewatch that scene to see how do the logistics of the Continental work when they put out a hit. Hey yo. But I imagine that's what it's like on the trade market. So I imagine Presti just phoned down to the, because that would be a market, right? Hey, yo, like the hit market, a little bit different, but obviously, I don't know if sanitized is the right word, but much more sanitized in the John Wick world. Much easier to say in the John Wick world, they put out a hit. Oh, Jalen Williams going to the locker room right now. Ice pack on the hamstring. Hey, yo. So, Fox down for San Antonio, but that's definitely a little bit more of an important injury there for the second half. But, again, in one of those scenarios in the last game where it's like, oh, how are the Thunder going to win a game? Thunder might win a game without Jalen Williams here. It is still possible. Wemby for three. Oh, Chet. Hey, yo. I mean, if the three-point shooting thing is just like a thing that he just has, he's like, okay, I'm just going to will these three-pointers. I'm not going to say he's willing. I mean, like, he's legitimately shown the ability over the course of his career to have that potential. So, he's just continued to maximize that part of the game. But, Hartenstein, Wemby wasn't even in a position to really challenge that shot, and Hartenstein just chucked it straight up in the air. Hey, yo, he's not even throwing it at the basket anymore. He's throwing it at the sky and just hoping it drops in. Hey, yo, that's the effect of Wemby, the lob. Oh, Chet. He just sprinted like Randy Moss down the field. He was like trying to like go to the basket, get the go route. Hey, yo. I don't know if Harper noticed quite in time. Wemby was like a half a step, and that wasn't a great pass either. But fortunately, Hartenstein got the foul. I was gonna say, if we were comparing him to Ginobili, hey yo, I don't know if the P was the word to get in compare. If that was that's halfway through the word. I don't know if that's where we got stumbled in the mixing up the words there. But if we were comparing him to Ginobili, Ginobili would have made that pass. Hey yo, Ginobili's throwing a dime right there. It is what it is. Oh, Mitch Johnson standing right in front of the basket, Chad, on the courtside view. Hey, yo, no, we got Vassell for three. Did it go in? Okay, we can see the ref. We can see the ref signaling. There we go. We got the 5 point, got it down to 5 now, right as the third quarter starts. So immediately, a different tone of a game for the second half. We're right back in it. That's why we can't be too worried, down double digits. Oh, Jalen Williams with the Wemby with the cornet contest. Hey, yo. He's just doing the random jump from 17 feet away. But for Wemby, I guess that's kind of effective. Did Harper just trample Jay Will going down the court? Jay Will was falling down, and I think Harper just stepped over him. Hey, yo, Ty Lue in the middle of the game. Mitch Johnson calls a timeout. So a little bit of a flurry here from San Antonio as they cut it to 3 right away. So Dagnall calls timeout. I guess, with all due respect, Jalen Will was flopping. Hey, yo, is that why Dagnall put him in the game, chat? Oh, no. I mean, I guess, do you have to have one Jay Will in the game at all time? Because like we just said, J-Dub went back to the locker room. But, and I guess he is their only other center as well, too. So they can't just, like, use him up with fouls. Hey, yo. But that was like the coach maybe told him to see if they could get Wemby in foul trouble situation, because he just like legit just like 3 chest bumps to Wemby as he was going down the court there, and then fell on the third one. He's like, okay, if this is not, I'm just gonna have to fall on one of these and see what happens. So and then Dagnall's furious, like he's speaking of Jason Kidd, I guess we weren't speaking of it, but he just got, I guess, unfortunately fired from Dallas. But that would be like a Jason Kidd move. Hey, yo, Jason Kidd, a bit of a sneaky coach, Chad. He might be one to have a guy. I guess any coach would do that, of course. I would say any basketball coach would tell a guy to. I mean, you would have any guy go in there intentionally foul. Well, not intentionally foul, but I guess we're saying intentionally try to draw fouls, right? Which is something that you would do. But either way, To go in and flop for it is a little bit different. But do we have to say back to all rookie team? Oh, McNeely as well was kind of decent. But I guess yeah, shout out to Kalkbrenner. He probably would have been he was probably the one next guy out, right? I guess do we have to go back to points here and see Trey Johnson save? We got like guys in the 700s at this point. Will Riley, like they definitely played well this year for sure. But I thought Cedric Coward would have had a few more points than that. I guess Dylan Harper is, at 813. So it's not like everybody has to be, 1,000 plus on the year to be on all rookie. I guess Max Renaud's at 922, but the 900 club, it feels like everybody in the 900 club should be on all rookie this year. And Ace Bailey as well too. Shout out. I mean, it feels like from where obviously the storylines have been at with him over the past, like, I don't know, there's just it feels like he needs a little bit of a credit, a little bit of a shout out. Because again, there was that hype of him being up there with like Knuppel and Dylan Harper, or Knuppel, Cooper Flag, and Dylan Harper at one point as like a debate of not necessarily, again, Cooper Flag's kind of always been the number one of those three anyways, but a little bit of a debate at one point anyways of like, or is there going to be a conversation of Bailey and Harper? And I think as Spurs fans, we're pretty happy with our pick. We're definitely not trading it, in a 1-for-1 scenario, or any scenario as well too. But either way, again, Bailey definitely did show a lot of that upside and a lot of that scoring potential. Where I think Harper's ability to command an entire offense is ultimately why he did end up going higher in the draft, and he has shown that potential as well. I mean, in the playoffs, I mean, it's been incredible. His ability to check into these games. I mean, now he's starting. But even before that, when he would, in that Blazers series, check in and have moments of just calming everything down, controlling everything, great stuff. But for, again, the scoring potential, the matchup nightmare stuff that Ace Bailey can be, like, he definitely showed some of that this year. So, shout out. We're pro Ace Bailey, but, he had the whole crazy agent thing when he started as well. I guess, I'm just throwing out the term crazy. I'm just, in the world of sports agents, it seemed like that was a little bit of a interesting dynamic. I don't remember if that was that family as well too. That's why I want to tread lightly, because I don't remember, I don't want to speak down on the man's family. Again, you're trying to give those people in your life a chance as well too. So, you're just now making your way as a professional. Like, you can't say, how does he have this guy? Like, he's just now becoming a professional player. Like, this is the start of Ace Bailey's professional career in a real way. Obviously, in some ways, these guys have been professionals, but, still they're able to obviously even elevate that to a different level of their own independent power now that they're actually in the NBA, kind of established in their own right. But, just for him to kind of navigate all that stuff, be seeming like, on the track to be a really, really productive NBA player. Like, shout out. Obviously, like we're saying, we're pro Ace Bailey here. Wemby just dribbles up the court and just jolls a three. I mean, I guess is he getting into the surprise when he misses a three territory? Like, what's his 3-point percentage in this series? Ayo, or then second half of these games, some miscommunication. Let's J. Will hit the corner three, though, to respond. Ayo. You see, Wemby was trying to signal somebody over, and maybe should have gone to the closeout there, but kind of was signaling. I don't know why he was trying to necessarily guard the guy on the other side. Okay, now he's just... Chet, ayo. We're getting a buffer. Are we going to be... we're getting a Bruce. Ayo. A Michael. Let's see. Are they calling in? No. We're talking some technical difficulties. Okay, we're back. Testing 1, 2, 3. The game is frozen right now on Chet and Hartenstein looking stunned on the bench. Ayo. So we got to get them going back. We've lost the courtside view. We need to bring the courtside MILFs back. Hey yo. It is what it is. Okay, we're going back. There were at halftime. There was one point where the closed captioning just said I don't even know if this was for the halftime commentary or if the microphone was picking up a conversation on the sideline. But somebody was just like, the closed captioning was just like, you're in my space, and then the line underneath said, got it. It's like, okay, are we going to see a fight over a seat on the courtside view? I mean, the courtside camera's not even watching the game at this point. This is ridiculous. I don't know what's happening. This is definitely an AI automated camera, and I think it's locked on the wrong person. So can we get a human over here to swivel this camera back and forth? And maybe again, the human could be the problem at this point. I'm not sure, because we're getting a little distracted as well. But Wemby the offensive rebound. What's happening? What highlight just happened? Hey, yo. Oh, and he got he got revenge on Caruso. A block. I guess Caruso got a layup over him. So, hey, yo, Wemby's the only guy that needs revenge for when people make layups over him. It is what it is. Does that count as like a dunk? Like, oh, man, how did he make this? How did Caruso get a contested layup over Wembanyama? But, we can't have back-to-back games Caruso slicing to the basket and getting contested layups over the best defensive player in the best defensive player of all time. Hey, yo, Wemby's going to go down as the best defensive player of all time, and in back-to-back games, Caruso's going to get layups over him? Chat, no way. No way. I don't even know. That might hurt Wemby's case, honestly. I don't even know if it'd be like why can't LeBron, be the best of all time because JJ Barea played well? It's like why can't Wemby be the best defensive player? Because Caruso had back-to-back games where he got layups over him. Hey, yo, would Tim Duncan have let that happen? No way. No way. So I guess, again, obviously Wemby's locked in. He's not letting it happen. We're good to go. But the Spurs have closed it. Dropped again. Are we good to go? Are we good to go? Hey, yo. We're having some sputter. That's okay. That's okay. We're still good. We're still good to go. We're hanging out. We're just watching the game. Hey, yo, if you're tuning in, thank you for following along. Hey, yo, shout out. Stay locked in. We've been keeping up with the conference championship games that they've been going here, so we'll try to stay on for tomorrow night as well too for the Knicks Cavs game 2 there. But hey, if you have to, if you're able to, sit through a couple of buffers, but not the brother, and we won't make the joke every time, Chad. It is what it is, but it's just right there. It is right there. And maybe that's just the fame they've taken over. The brothers are more famous than the loading problem. Hey, yo, I don't know if that's a pause or not, but either way, it's supposed to be a compliment. Is all it is. McCain has now missed a couple, so they've definitely, missing a little bit of punch of scoring off their bench as well if he is not having consistent shot making. Oh, Shea kind of in between a pass and a shot there. It looked like almost kind of just throwing it at the basket casually. Hey, yo, IT, we might have to switch over this Thunder view. It is what it is. Shout out. We do love Mitch Johnson, but I guess, we can only stare at him standing. It's just going back and forth between the ref, Mitch Johnson, and the fan on the sideline, covering up the camera. I mean, we do love the alternate camera angles, but maybe the AI operated. Are we taking a stand, chat? Hey, yo, real cameraman. But yeah, we are actually. And you know what? At this point, it's not better. So if they were like, oh, this is actually if it was seamless, it's like, oh, AI, we couldn't even tell the difference. They'd be like, oh, well, I guess, what do we do? But, we just have to really defend, I guess, the human jobs at that point. But, AI will sacrifice worse camera work for human jobs. But for now, it does. We need better work and better jobs and better jobs. Hey, yo, if that makes sense. We're really taking a stand, chat. We're really doing the good fight over here. But Harper just went to the locker room as well. So is that injury or was that do we have what happened here? Coach's challenge? Loose ball foul? Did Harper get some kind of, he didn't get ejected, did he? Hey, yo. Because now we're in a really tough spot if we're losing both of our guards like that. We're going to have to, we would definitely obviously be a little bit more of a forward-focused lineup at that point. Carter Bryant maybe getting some more minutes, but I guess either way, if he's in the locker room, then, it doesn't matter if he's injured or if he is not necessarily, where do we have the remote, chat? Hey, I guess we have the remote there, but we need to go to the mobile remote so we have the right TV controlled here. Do we have a Spurs view from across the way? Hey, yo. Maybe a different side of the court that isn't blocked by, people running in front of it. Let's see what we have. Let's revisit the multicam here, Chad, and see what we got going on. The star spotlight. I guess we could go for the Wemby cam. Hey, yo. No, let's. I guess we should be watching Spurs view anyway, right? Since we are the Spurs fan over here, that should be the Homer view. Should be the one that we are tuned into. But I don't know if does Peacock have a different contract situation with the NBA? Like, are they allowed to show the halftime entertainment or the in-time entertainment? Because they're like panning over to the sideline while it's happening. They're like, we can't show anything. Like, now we're just hanging out with this guy, who I don't even... we're going to go back to the courtside MILFs if we're just going to see this guy the whole time. Hey, yo. So, but this... Okay, this might be a guy operating this. This is a little smoother right here. This is a little smoother. This seems like there's some thought in this shot right here. There's some... this guy's zooming in and out. Oh, this is a person, chat. Hey, yo. Anybody that does a zoom in and out like that, I guess the AI is really good. If they're like, okay, look, act like a jittery cameraman. But... yeah, either way, this seems, maybe we'll give this one. Spurs view better than Thunder view, chat? Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Now we just need to get this guy to switch some seats with one of the courtside MILFs. Hey, yo. And then, hey, yo, chat, how many times are we allowed to use that phrase here tonight? I think maybe just for game 2. Just for game 2, right? I don't know. I guess, you know, shout out. I guess, you know, anybody's welcome to an NBA game, right? We're accepting of all fan bases in the NBA community, so shout out. But, and you know, obviously, I don't think we're against it, against, you know, certain people being courtside as well too. But either way, for who is there right now, like we're saying, shout out. Harper, is he running back out, or is he running? Which way is he running? Which way does this locker room go? Oh no, he's going. Oh no, okay, he's back. He's back. Oh, and then he's going back again, chat. Oh no. Oh, no, so they showed him running out of the locker room, and then he got out there, and the trainer just immediately sent him back. I don't know what happened there. After all the minutes he played, sent back further. Wait, was there, like, some kind of, well, like, dehydration? I shall keep an eye covering. Okay, we're trying to read the closed captioning on what Tarico was saying about this. Hey, yo. But I was like, did something happen with his eye? He got poked in his eye? No, they're keeping an eye on him. Hey, yo. So, I would say he got poked in an eye. We explain why he's running okay. But... you know, nothing with an ankle or a knee or something like that. Again, Jalen Williams had the ice pack. It seemed like he was trotting out there. Okay, did he get hit in the head? Hey, that was like concussion protocol for our guy Dylan Harper. So this is tough, chat. This is tough. I guess we do again. Is the series considered even, considering that we did win game 1 without Fox? So are we allowed to complain about not having De'Aaron Fox now? Like, how does that work? I guess we did say earlier that if we said earlier that we're not noticing, then maybe we can't complain. But now that we're down 2 guards, it goes into complaining territory, excuse territory. It's like, well, yeah, now we don't have Fox or Dylan Harper, either one of them. But you know, the depth does obviously matter. If Dylan Harper did get hurt, it'd be like, okay, well, we still have De'Aaron Fox. I mean, that's as capable another guard as you're gonna get right there. Hey, yo, if it's not Giannis, you know, we'll take De'Aaron Fox. Johnson in the game right now with Bryant. So, you know, again, we'll just maybe be a different matchup as well. I mean, the difference with Harper and Fox is Harper might just be a better basketball player than Fox is right now, like with all due respect to Fox. Fox, maybe, you know, I was going to say maybe he has a little bit more scoring upside at this point. I don't know if that's true. You know, I don't know. When the last time, I guess he probably got 30 in this playoff. He's gotten 30 recently, right? When was the last time Fox got 30? And again, that would be a function of the team as well too, being more of the third score at his best at this point. Like maybe he gets up to the second scorer on the team, but he's still probably the third scorer on a given night. So you're playing behind Wemby and behind Castle in terms of opportunity. He got 24 in the loss to Minnesota without Wemby, but he took 23 shots. He was 8 for 23 in that game. So again, it's not like it was, you know, obviously with all due respect, the craziest efficient game. But either way, if we go for 30-point games this year alone, he had 3 30-point games all year. And his most recent one would have been, let's see here. Oh, getting covered up by the video. Already getting highlights of Castle's poster dunk. We love to see it, but we'll have to X out right now for journalistic integrity. Look at the scores. But he got 27 February 11th. And then he had 31. I guess we could just sort by the score here. Hey, we just had it pulled up. But what we had 37 in November, 31 in December, and then 31 again January 22nd was the last time he got 30. Oh, what happened? OKC going on a little bit of a run here. Oh, and Chet just might have made a play, Chet. Hey, yo. Chet's going crazy. Chet, this is my... I guess he's not saying that, but Chet's got like a little swagger that I don't like. Hey, yo. I guess, you know, can't Chet have a little bit of motion? But not against Wemby, he can't. Hey, yo. So, Gil he got Carter Bryant twisting, Chet. Hey, yo. He got him turning. And then Wemby. Oh, it's not over Wemby. That's Luke Cornett. Okay, that makes sense. That makes us feel better. He can dunk on Luke Cornett all he wants. I guess that's why he's letting out the emotional frustration right there. But, hey, yo, Chet, do it against players that matter. Hey, yo. Remember, this guy doesn't like Magic City, so I don't think that he's, what does it mean if you dunk over Cornette? Does he even, contact other people in the NBA? I'm not even sure what happens. So, again, that doesn't even count. But, either way, I guess he's going to have to get some momentum, some energy from somewhere, because when Wemby's not in the game, he's not making good plays. It is what it is. Hey, yo, Chet, we're just going to start a rivalry with Chet. It is what it is. Chet, call in. Hey, yo, there's going to be make no mistake, there's going to be a YouTube video review. Podcast host gets in heated argument with Chet Holmgren. Hey, yo, can we get I want to make sure we're going to definitely get in a good screaming match, because I want to make sure that the thumbnail is really good for that. Where we're our face is really mad, and we're really yelling at Chet. Hey, yo, we get Chet really mad as well, too. Chet's yelling. Chet's like, have you ever played? If we can get Chet to say that, that's the goal, Chet. Hey, can we get a bingo card of things? Hey, I guess I don't want to be like the rage baiter guy, but hey, I guess for Chet, we would be that. We would be that for Chet. For everybody else, in the NBA, if you want to call in, respectful, we'll give you respectful, nice journalistic questions. But for Chet, it'll be like guerrilla journalism. Hey, yo. We'll just be asking crazy, I don't even know what crazy, takes we'll ask him about, but we'll just be cutting him down, be like, oh, you can't do anything against Wemby. What's it like to be a punk when you're playing against a 7? Hey, I don't even know what the right question is, but is that the right first question, Chet? Hey, yo, Chet calls in. We're like, hey, Chet, what's it feel like to get just absolutely burnt by a 7.5-foot superstar? Hey, yo. What's it like to get your career totally neutralized by the player that we thought you were going to be? Hey, yo. And then all of a sudden he's like, what? Who is this guy? And then he has to start, you've never done anything in the NBA. I'm like, that's not true. I was 3-on-3 at a basketball. We won gold 3-on-3 basketball camp. And, He's like, well, if I was there, you wouldn't have won. It's like, well, you weren't there. So, hey, yo, guess who was winning the 3-on-3 tournament that year? Not Chet's team. Hey, yo, has Chet ever won 3-on-3 at a basketball camp? I don't know. Call in, Chet, and we'll see. But, okay, Wemby's back in the game. Make no mistake. Oh, Chet the lob. Oh, Wemby, silence this man. Hey, yo. I hope Chet doesn't hit another basket for the rest of the series, Chet. I didn't know Chet was going to go straight to the top of our hated players list, but it is what it is. Shea can perform. Shea's won 2 MVPs. Hey, yo, can Chet have a little motion? No, Chet. The answer is no. McLaughlin. Hey, yo. The savior of the random player of the day. It is what it is. I guess we got to be careful. Kendrick lyrics, hey, yo, probably he's going to start dropping a verse after this. Kendrick, if you're listening, we don't need another verse. It's McLaughlin, he is not your savior. But tonight he's playing really well. Was the point that we were trying to make. But Caruso, hey, yo. So they keep pushing the lead. We haven't quite been able to close the score the way we have last time. 40 bench points for OKC here in this one, but Champagnie with the drive. I don't know if Champagnie's had a single drive this whole series. Hey, yo. We'd love to see it. Actually, I think Champagnie had a lob earlier, did he not? But 2 for 6 in this game, so, we could use a little more consistency out of him as well, too. But McCain building a whole house over here, chat. Hey, yo, the Carpenter. We're calling him McCain the Carpenter the way he's putting up bricks, chat. Hey, yo. Is he the guy that created Halloween? Mike Myers, McCain, he's building a house right in Mike Myers. Hey, yo. The Carpenter's at work, chat. Hey, yo, he's writing the score and he's directing the movie. He's just missing every shot. It is what it is. I think it's a little bit more of a stretch to compare him to John Carpenter. Carpenters don't even work with bricks. Pause. They work with wood. Oh, Chad, it's all pause territory. It is what it is. If you're a guy out there, in construction, would you rather work with bricks or wood? Hey, yo, call in and let us know, bricks or wood, Chad. That's the poll question for today. Oh man. Hey, yo, we're talking about construction next time. We'll talk about trucks. Oh, hey, yo. But right now it's well, it is what it is. But either way, we have to distract ourselves from the fact that it's a 6-point game headed into the fourth quarter here, 91-85. Again, this is at least in terms of regulation a little bit better offense. I think this is what the score near the end of the game in regulation just in general last time. Vassell though a big 3. What's Vassell at for tonight? Vassell is carrying as well to 16. I mean, chat, it is good that he is having a playoff moment a little bit. I get it. It is what it is. It's a playoff moment right here. He's going to put up, potentially about 20 points in an important, obviously, conference finals game, be a major perimeter creator. Ooh, Cason Wallace with the crafty little steal on Wemby. Hey, yo. I mean, he's definitely going to be, is a pest the right term to Wemby? It is what it is. Wemby can't even see Cason Wallace when he's trying to chase him down, and Cason Wallace is right. Cason Wallace doesn't even touch his arm when he's like going in for the steal because Wemby's so tall. He just goes right underneath it. Hey yo, but are we getting there, Chad? I think we got there. But we need to write that one out beforehand. But what are we saying? 30 seconds left here. But for Vassell with the playoff moment again, he's one of the original. Him and Johnson, again have moved as like really important bench guys for this team. There's no other way to say it, and they are guys that are in the mix for final 5 type guys as well too. So it's not like they're not important to what ultimately the team is like at the end of the day. The best version of the team, like those guys can be in the last lineup, and I guess without Fox as well too. Again, that is maybe, considering especially where Carter Bryant is at in this point in his career, maybe the best version of the lineup in some ways if it is Wemby, Vassell, Johnson, Harper, and Castle. But those guys were kind of supposed to be Harper and Castle a little bit, like we were talking when Wemby got drafted, that bring him in with Vassell and Johnson, and that could be the building blocks around him. And they are the building blocks, but they're just a little bit of a different way than maybe we thought. And for them to be in that role seemingly just like as willingly as anybody is evidence to what to why they're great teammates and why the Spurs culture is so strong right now, but also again, why this stuff works for them being headed toward that championship level, because, again, the guys are buying in, but it's just, it's an insanely talented team. Like Vassell could have been potentially the third guy on some team, making successful playoff runs. But for him to give up that, you would say maybe give up that opportunity. Like Vassell could have requested a trade when they brought in Castle, and it's like maybe he's on the bench a little bit more. Again, same with Keldon Johnson, but now Keldon Johnson's 6th man of the year, and Vassell is the still a major perimeter guy in a playoff scenario. And I guess that's another reason why he wouldn't have requested a trade, because he still is an important 3-point shooter on this team. Like, he still does get enough volume, I would think, even if he's not necessarily always getting the starting minutes as well. And again, if you're in a Spurs jersey, I don't know, except for Kawhi buying in, it is what it is. But if you're in a Spurs jersey, does it just automatically make you accept, the willingness to be off the bench a little bit more? I don't know. But, again, there's that proof of concept. Like, you're like, oh, yeah, immediately, yeah, Ginobili did this. And he was a guy that is in the Hall. He's literally in the Hall of Fame as a 6th man. So, there's no stopping what your career can be just in terms of, where you're starting the game in terms of the lineup. But for Vassell to actually, and again, we need a fourth quarter Vassell moment here. So I'm not, we can praise him during the game, but still, I would like to be able to still praise him after the fourth quarter of this game when he hits some big shots and, potentially continues to help us, put this one away. But, in theory as well, too, we should say, I mean, just the overall storylines of the series going into that second game is just that crazy, potential of what if San Antonio is up 2-0 going back home. Like, that does not seem like a possibility that, for, a good thing that would have happened at all. Again, just because OKC, obviously, obviously they're so good. Hey, yo, you think they're going to get one, and it's looking positive here tonight. But, the possibility of 2-0 is really insane. And then, of course, the pressure of now you could even just split at your own home court, pause, and then you're 3-1 going back to OKC. Now you're in position to be another team that lost a 3-1 deficit. Hey, yo. How do we win a series without being 3-1? I guess it could be 3-2. right? If it goes, whoa, if we just win every other game, I mean, we're good to go at this point because we did win game 1. So then we wouldn't have to worry about, because for some reason, I don't know, that motivation of a 3-1 lead, but I don't know. But either way, we got the fourth quarter up next. We're only down 8. We did lose it a little bit. We closed it. We closed the gap, but we'll see. Fourth quarter up next. Oh, it's already starting on the ESPN. Hey, yo, we'll be right back. Okay, chat. The reporter said that Harper is officially out for the game, so we are going to be a little bit handicapped there from a guard standpoint. And they did also say that this is the first time that San Antonio has trailed leading the fourth quarter. So I do have to say that is the fact that has happened, or it's the first time they trailed all fourth quarter in this playoffs. So, 82 games of that would have been insane. But, and McCain taking a tough step back, even though it hasn't been his night. But, the fact that kind of a test is happening when they have a 1-0 lead in the series is a good little mental, cushion that you give yourselves. Again, you don't want to say, oh, well, we can't, we don't have to win this game. But just the panic that would set it if you were down in the fourth quarter, potentially down 1-0. In the series, is a different mentality. Again, maybe panic's not the right term. Maybe it's like, okay, we just have to lock in and this is it. Like, getting near do or die time. But, again, just the where that could go wrong chaotically maybe doesn't exist in some ways if you're up 1-0 and you're like, okay, we have the proof of concept as well, too, that we can close out a game. Oh, and now McCain hits a 3 over Wemby. Hey, yo. He hasn't made one all night, wide open, I guess the last step back wasn't there, but now when Wemby's guarding him, he hits a 3. So I don't know what's going on there, but 99 to 92, can we somehow hold them off and not have them get to 100 first? We'll say in this game that the race to 100 doesn't matter because the teams are so close. But wait a second. I guess did Hartenstein attack Castle? He might have. I don't know if it was the other way around. The ref kind of blocked our view there. Hey, I don't know what the Reggie Miller was saying, but we had some kind of interaction that was making him go, whoa, hey, I guess that's just Reggie Miller anytime, right? Whoa, hey, yo. But we got McCain now driving. Oh, is McCain gonna have a little stretch? Nope. Castle with the block. So McCain is the secret to the Spurs comeback at this point. Pause. McCain is going to get the Spurs back in the game if his offense keeps going. Wemby, the offensive rebound, tips his own shot back in. So the Wemby fourth quarter takeover, like last time, I imagine that throw the team on his back. He'll start to take more shots at this point, be a little bit more aggressive offensively. And Hartenstein has been committing to that floater as well too. So some of the tricks that they thought they had up their sleeve haven't been working here. But Harrison Barnes, corner 3. We need Harrison Barnes to step up now that some of the injuries have happened, Shed. And, hey, yo, look who steps right in and hits a big 3. 97 to 99. Immediately closing the gap right back up from where we're at 9 minutes in the third quarter, down by 2 now. So, and the of course, like we're saying, the offensive ball movement as well, too, getting to the corners, which have been beneficial. And I guess the 3-point percentage maybe rounding out a little bit more as well too, where the Thunder were kind of in a major advantage there. Yeah, it's actually flipped at this point. It's 44 to 38 now and 51 to 49 for the game. So the Spurs have started to flip some of the offensive stuff here in the second half. The free throw attempts are now in favor of San Antonio, and we've only missed one. The only thing that is really keeping the Thunder up at this point, if we're just looking at the stats, is the turnovers. Oh, I like this for team stat. Is this new? Ayo, percent led? I guess we need to check box scores more often, but percent of time led. That is interesting. They used to, I guess they do have that a little bit now with win percentage in the game. You can kind of track out, how it flows in that way, pause. But they did used to have that on the NBA app called Game Flow. I don't know if they have it anymore. I guess I don't really have the NBA app anymore, unfortunately, on the phone. It's more of a TV situation. But they used to have Game Flow where you could see the lead graphed out over the course of a game. And, I missed the graph, chat. It is what it is. I can't say I'm a huge graph guy over the course of our stats chasing career. But it was interesting to visualize how a team what the lead would look like over the course of the game that way. And, again, for the time sort of how much, a team is winning a game, I think is important to how much a team, quote unquote, is better in a certain sense. Obviously, again, then over a course of a series, that would really be a good sample size. But, and you can have you can have those series like we're always talking about that are, close, but still maybe the 4 or 5 game series. And maybe one of those series is a situation where the team also leads for a major percentage as well. Like, I don't know if a team has ever led for more in a series and lost the series, but see, we could use the graphs. We could see if that'd be something that would happen. I mean, this would definitely not be OKC in this series. They were not like leading the entire game last time, and they haven't necessarily been leading the entire game this time. They've definitely been leading more, but there is a chance that the Spurs could flip that in the fourth quarter here as well to at least put some minutes up. Oh, chat. I don't know why they have to show. I guess it's because some moments against the Spurs are, considered some of the greatest in NBA history. We hate to say it. Again, that's just what the people are saying. We wouldn't rank it there. It's not that good. Overrated. But you hate to see it in a moment where we're trying to celebrate a new era of Spurs basketball. We have to be reminded. I don't know if a fan base, again, because of some of the stuff that has happened, it's not like, and we won the title the year after. It's not like, the trauma has resulted in the fact that the Spurs is just not the same team. But that is one of, I don't know if there has been a more traumatizing shot in NBA history. We tried lightly with the phrasing there, but, I don't know if there has been a more traumatizing field goal attempt in NBA history than the one we want to mention. Again, we can't even barely mention the play because I don't want to reference it too much. It is what it is. I don't want to think about bringing it up. But they were just showing Presti right now, and I gotta say, Presti does look frustrated. Presti like visibly shaking his head just in disgust. Probably looking at Chet right now, thinking, man, I'm gonna trade you for Giannis as soon as we get into the offseason. I'm getting to the office right now, and I'm gonna call the Bucks G. I'm gonna trade you for Giannis. Can we get the trade done tonight? Presti looks like the wheels are a spinning, Chet. He's like, every time Chet gives up a dunk, it's another first round pick gone for Giannis. They're gonna be up to. He's like, he's like, it's your lucky day. You get 16 first round picks because Wemby just cooked our guy. It is what it is. But that is, and maybe I'm just projecting. I'm obviously projecting my own fears onto what the situation is. But that's just what's gonna happen. I don't know how for us somehow again we could win this series. I'm talking about the worst possible timelines, but still somehow I feel like the worst possible situation is going to manifest itself. I mean, not necessarily the worst because we still have Wemby. Would you rather have Wemby or Giannis at the end of the day? You know what? I still think would you rather have Shea and Giannis or Wemby? Like that's a crazy thing to think of, but just the end of the day one player situation. It's like I'll just take Wemby. It is what it is. I mean, maybe you would have to take Shea and Giannis if we saw that. It would be like, well, I guess, pause. Like, that would be insane. But again, we also have Castle and Harper. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. Castle over Giannis? Is there, I guess, do we just have to just say it in plain English? Like, is Castle our number 2 personal trade value guy in the league? Is there anybody would we trade Castle for Jokic at this point? I don't know if we would, honestly. Does Jokic play better defense than Castle? And Castle can still, Jokic doesn't take any shots, so Castle's going to score as many points. and I guess, rebounding and playmaking, big parts of the game that Jokic is better at. That is for sure. But Castle is younger and on a rookie contract. I think I'd rather have Castle, chat. You talked me into it. I'd rather have Castle. So again, I don't, outside of Wemby, is there a player in the league that I would even trade Castle for at this point? And Harp, I mean, we have the top 3 trade value guys in the league. It is what it is. It is what it is. Wemby, another 3. Oh, his first big fourth quarter 3-point miss. Now it's a bad shot. It is what it is. But, we trust our guy. He's been clutch there. McCain for 3. Oh, he banked it in. That's scripted. The league is giving this one to the Thunder. It is what it is. 105-97. 8 minutes left. We're still good. Corner 3. Big shot. Oh, air ball. Even in the graphics for the TV quality dropping, even with the 144p, we can still see that was clearly an air ball. It is what it is, unfortunately. Shea now drawing the foul. This hasn't even been that crazy of a Shea foul game per se. I would say not overall too aggressive. I know we did just look at the free throws, but are they just now getting to 20 as a team? I guess not even 16 and 14 as a team. So that's pretty good. If both teams are staying under 20 free throw attempts, I mean, we're talking about, 5 attempts at the line per half. That's not too bad, right? That seems pretty reasonable. That's 2.5 attempts per quarter. I mean, the Rem and Sam pod can do math. Is that true? 2.5 times 4 equals 10, chat? You learn something new every day. But what are we saying? I sure hope that's right. But what are we saying for free throws? That doesn't seem too bad, especially in a Thunder game where Shea sometimes on himself. Shea could be 13 for 15 from the free throw line in a game by himself in the regular season. So as a team, that doesn't seem too bad. They just cut to De'Aaron Fox on the sideline, and he also looked a little nervous as well too. Again, for different reasons. Presti's nervous. He's like, this team is not what I expected. And De'Aaron Fox is like, this team's not what I expected. He's like, this team's good. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here. What is De'Aaron? They did ask that trade also in the poll, like we were saying. What's the trade destination spot? I mean, Washington, chat. Nobody apparently wants to go to Washington or Utah is what it looked like. Which other team than your own will win the title this year? Everybody votes for OKC. Did they just ask the Spurs the only questions in this player poll? It might have been what it is. Who is the most underrated player in the league? Who is the most overrated player in the league? Which coach from your own is the most impressive? Missoula. Which coach from your own do you find the least impressive? Brian Keefe, chat. I mean, his name's Brian Keefe, so I mean, what do you do? But what do we got here for commissioner for a day? No back-to-backs, fewer games, rule change, expansion. People are adding own teams, 4-point line. That'd be the one, right? More personal freedom of expression. Oh, that'd be like the bringing back the headbands and stuff, right? I think so. That'd be the rule change that we'd make. Bring back the headbands. But what do we got here? Problem with tanking. Do the players care about tanking at all? Would your team visit the White House? Which arena has the most passionate fans? Which arena has the most obnoxious fans? Do the Spurs fans get a vote? Okay, 1.3% of the league, I guess, of the votes. Right by the Wizards, the Timberwolves, the Warriors. We're in the tier with the Warriors. We're good. The Warriors fans are great. Obviously, we like Warriors fans respect. Thunder fans respect. It's different than competitiveness with the teams. I guess I don't know what happened to the trade question. What team do you not want to get traded to? But either way, I think we can guess the teams. It was all the bad teams in the lottery. Was Indiana in there? Which team will Giannis be on? I guess do we need to talk about the cities that the players don't want to go? I mean, it's not like it doesn't matter either way, but what are we saying? Now OKC with over a double-digit lead, chat? Oh no, we might have to go back to the player poll. It is what it is. Pause. The player survey? Call it the survey. IT, remind us to call it the survey. Hey, yo. We need a running list of alternate words to just, help it, word of the day. Keep us going. What word can we not use to give us to keep us out of pause territory? But Keldon Johnson going baseline, now getting it to Wemby for the for the 3 on the wing, and he just couldn't get it to go. Hey, yo. So I know 6.5 minutes left. I guess as a fan, if I'm mentally starting to go, oh no, does that mean the team's starting to do that? Let's hope not. But that is now a couple of missed threes by Wemby in this quarter. So there has been a little bit of a momentum swing for him offensively. He did just give a thumbs up to the sideline. So hopefully that means, if anything, he'll just settle down in terms of the shot selection he's taking. Because again, 6.5 minutes left. If the game is 12 at this point, this is, oh, and it's going to go to 14 with Chet here at the free throw line. Hey, yo, miss one, Chet, miss one. Yeah! There we go. Okay, miss 2. Why not? You might as well be 100% for something at the free throw line. Just miss all of them. Miss all of them. Hey, yo, and now they're showing the schedule for the series. Can I hear the Thunder fans now? The Spurs can't win in regulation. Hey, yo, the Thunder won in regulation. Get out of here. The Spurs won the best playoff game in 4 years. You know, it is what it is. It's a classic. But Chet is 1 for 1. Or 1 for 2. We'll take that. So, you know, they're going to need to settle down and just start generating, 3 to 4 good looks in a row here to get the offense back in swing. Oh, Vassell. Oh, never mind. Just get it to Vassell. Has he practiced that shot? When have you practiced that shot? Hey, yo, Vassell with just the tough wing 3 right there. And he has, again, been the perimeter guy over Wemby this time. So maybe a little bit of Vassell focus creating here. Okay, Castle for the wing 3. Oh, Chet! Back-to-back threes! Okay, here we go. Oh, of course, I look over at the ESPN and it ruins the joy right away. 112 to 103. OKC responding, but cutting it to 7. Oh, and is that Chet with the tough jumper? Oh, it's Hardenstein with the rebound. Case and Wallace with the drive. Shea with the drive now. The double team on Shea. Uh-oh. Chet sneaking baseline. You can see it. Oh, Hardenstein. Oh, the floater. He's just trying to prove a point. We get it. You worked on your floater. Hey, yo. You can get your little shot there whenever you want. It's fine. It's fine. We still got the best defensive player in the league. He made you throw it at the ceiling for you to work on your game. He pushed you to be your best. So, you worked on your shot. It's a good shot. We'll give you credit for it. But that just means Wemby's going to have to step up and play defense a little closer, not necessarily have to guard for like the passing lanes in the help defense, maybe the way that he has before. But Case and Wallace as well too, being a pest on the perimeter, continuing to harass, Castle here. He got Wemby earlier, but now he is affecting Castle this time. So, Chat, 9-point game. Hey, yo. They need McCain to miss a couple more threes. It is what it is. That bank 3 was a tough one. That is for sure. But a good stop here because the offense has still been flowing kind of nicely. I mean, hey, you hit back-to-back wing 3s like that. It's obviously going to make up for a lot of stuff. But still can get to the basket, I think, and get a good look here when we need to. But they still haven't been able to keep up with OKC. The ball movement from OKC, we do have to give them credit there. It has definitely been very effective. And especially here in the second half. Shea was the focus of that first half. But in the second half, it definitely has been a little bit more team-oriented. And, he hasn't continued to, push for, the 35-point game that, it was on pace for. I'd say, yeah, he's at 24 now. 10 for 18. So Castle as well, 25. As long as Castle's still outpacing him. And 10 for 15. Both 4 for 4 from the free throw line. So again, Castle is just the better player right now. Right? That's just is what it is. Castle's just better than the MVP of the league. Is that fair to say? Hey, yo, is Shea in the live stream? Is Shea checking his phone during the timeout? And he's like, okay, what's the live stream saying about me? Hey, yo, let me tune in real quick and see. And then he just happens to tune in when we're like, Castle's better than Shea. Hey, yo, it's like a movie, chat. It's like the plot point of a movie. It's like going to be an unanswerable question. It's like, how did he tune into the live stream at the exact moment that he was getting criticized? That's just what happens. That's how it goes. It is what it is. And then Shea's like, okay, that's the motivation I needed. But hopefully IT muted that going to Shea's phone. So he didn't hear it and gets the motivation. We do respect him as a competitor, even though we do think Castle is better. It is what it is. We are giving him his respect. But we got a good camera view of the Thunder huddle here as we're in timeout. Dagnall locked in. Hey, yo. Oh, now somebody's covering it up, Chad. Did somebody, is the assistant coach like wandering over to the press, the like the box to like, the press box, like the desk, the table, the press table to like talk about something? Or was he like covering up the camera? He's like, no, you can't peek in and see what's going on. And we need like a security guard standing over here. Or something. I guess Dagnaw a little less active on the sideline. We don't have Dagnaw necessarily covering up the camera in the same way. Is that the test, chat? Hey, yo. Mitch Johnson more active. He keeps covering up the camera from the other. And I don't know why Spurs view is on the Thunder side, but Thunder view is on the Spurs side. Hey, yo, Peacock. Maybe do they need us to figure out the alternate camera angles? It is what it is. Let us at it. Peacock, pause. Whoa, hey, yo. And we just want to figure out the alternate camera angles. Is all that we mean. Hurt Locker. What does that mean? Oh, because of the guys that left. Yeah, Williams and Harper going back to the locker room. And yo, if we had Harper, would we win this game, Chad? Again, we would have won the game in Minnesota, game 5, game 4, if Wemby wasn't there. If Wemby was there. So now, if the Spurs have been healthy for all their playoff games, what's the record? Fully healthy in the playoffs. The only game we have lost fully healthy in the playoffs would have been that Minnesota game 1, right? So that's not necessarily a bad thing because Edwards has got to get at least one. We'll give Edwards one. He's a good player. But now I guess this doesn't count as that game fully healthy because Harper's out as well and Fox already. Oh, Keldon Johnson and one. Another 3-point play. So, and one situation, but, 3 3-point plays in a row for the Spurs here. Cuts it back to 6. Hey, yo, can they make it 5? Okay, Chet. That Keldon Johnson, 6th man of the year. Huge, and, obviously the clock control as well, too, with 5:14 is important. Oh, he missed the free throw. Oh, no, Chet. You hate to see it. Gives the crowd a little bit of energy. A.J. Mitchell in the game for Jalen Williams, so at least they're able for the Thunder to keep up some of that scoring. Oh, Shea, he turns the corner. Wemby not quite able to close out in time. He floats that up and gets to go. Again, Shea kind of a little quiet in this half. 26-9 though, an MVP game from Shea. It is what it is. Letting his teammates execute when he needs to. The playmaking has been there. The efficiency from scoring much, much better. Oh, Champagnie! The backboard does not help Champagnie that time. It helped McCain, so I don't know what's fair. But maybe Champagnie. McCain was he hit his bank shot from straight on. Champagnie's was from the corner. So the spin was like a little different spin than obviously when it hits that backboard straight and then just kind of bounces back into the hoop. But either way, Mitchell, the tough 3. Good defensive possession by the Spurs, but Hardenstein gets the offensive rebound. So the Hardenstein-Chet combo has been definitely, causing problems in terms of getting some of those rebounds. I mean, right there, Hardenstein, you got to give him credit. Good box out on Wemby. That time, another offensive rebound. So, if anything, oh, Shea, that shot was one of the farthest down shots that I've seen that's ever popped back out. Pause. Hey, yo, whoa. But, oh, Keldon Johnson! The 6th man of the year, the Vassell moment for the first 3 quarters, and now Keldon Johnson's having a moment in the 4th quarter here. 6-point game again, but those rebounds were big in terms of just taking down a couple of possessions, just taking down some clock. Like that's like 40s, that's like a whole minute almost plus that they lost there, just not getting the ball back offensively. A.J. Mitchell, Hardenstein again with the rebound, and are they going to get a foul? Is that over the back on Hardenstein or is that on a Spur? Hey, yo. Is that on Wemby? Oh, chat, they're locking up. They're showing the replay, the physicality. What is this, the 90s? Bad Boy Pistons? What is this, I guess the 80s? What is this, 88? 89? What year is that? What year is the Bad Boy Pistons? That's the one year that we can reference that the league was physical, right? Because if you look at the rest of the 90s, hey, yo. It's just like certain plays. It's just like they let you hit a player more is basically what it was. It's like the 90s were physical. It's like, no, you could just swing on a guy. And they just wouldn't call it as much, maybe. I'm not sure. But I don't know if it was more physical in terms of the play-to-play. Like, oh, guys, they couldn't go into the basket. They just would they would die. They would die when the guys would lay their lives on the line driving for a layup. It's like, would they? I don't know if that's like what the highlights bear out. There are times when that would happen. With like, I don't know, Pat Ewing would just like, be like, okay, this pacer is going to get clotheslined. Hey, but, again, for the game to game, what the season actually consisted of versus what the highlights, were. Hey, the Thunder are now at 20 free throws. So biased. We call the refs being biased. It is a scandal, but still. Oh, now they're evening it out. There we go. Is that on Vassell? Oh, no. I think the foul is on Vassell. Hey, I thought Vassell was going to the free throw line, but he tried to get a little too crazy there with the rebound. Oh, the putback dunk attempt? I don't know. That's almost clean. If you jump over a player, is that over the back? I think Shea jumped up into him. I think it's called, I think it's a blocking foul on Shea is really what it is. How come if you're facing away from the player, it's no longer a blocking foul? Hey, all of a sudden you get a charge. That's the secret, chat. Did we just unlock the secret? If a player is driving and you step in for the block, just turn around. Hey, I mean, that's definitely a little bit of a pause territory. We tread lightly with how we phrase that. But the point is, it's just satire on the rules, chat, is all it is. The boxing out is not a block, but it is a block. You can block a player but not get called for a block. But if you block a player, you get called for a block. Hey, So that's probably even more confusing than the actual block charge rule itself, the way we just phrased that. But either way, it just again, it's just layers to prove of how confusing this whole situation is. But still up 6 with less than 3 minutes left. So we're still 2 shots away. We're 2 shots away from getting right back into this game. If I can get back to that right wing that we got a couple of open looks on a second ago, then we would. Oh, chat, Cason Wallace, a real fourth quarter turner here. I mean, it was Caruso's offense more than it was his defense in the last game, honestly. I mean, Caruso's a good two-way player, but it was his three-point shooting that was crazy. I think he had 7 of them in that last game. It has been Cason Wallace's defense here, and 20 turnovers to 9 for OKC. So, I mean, Mitch Johnson's got some easy coaching material here for game 3 when they go back home, because that's immediately what you point to right away. Castle, good defense on Shea, forces the tough step back. We still feel pretty confident there, even after a good Shea game. Wemby throwing it up at the basket. I feel like he was almost trying to position himself for an offensive rebound there. He hasn't been getting good looks, so he's like, I'm just going to throw it up and try to get an offensive rebound. I mean, it's not an offensive strategy. If anybody can almost... Oh, AJ Mitchell, don't let him get that off. Oh, the floater over Vassell. Hey, I guess, what did I say, 6 points before? 8 points, 10-point lead now. So, AJ Mitchell pushing it to double digits. Oh, Vassell, the step in 3. Oh, chat, time and time again. Oh, man. Vassell and Keldon Johnson are really, having that beloved Spurs fan performance tonight. Really laying it all out there. Pause. Vassell with 22. This goes for how OKC fans must have felt in the last game, where it's like, oh, Caruso, how did we waste a good Caruso performance? It's like, how did we waste a good Vassell performance? Just for the guy, I want the guy to get a win when he plays well like this. And for the clutchness as well, too. He stepped up. He's hit every big shot that we've needed him to. Some good defensive possessions there. Okay, we got to stop. It's a 7-player. Vassell racing down the court. Oh, I think he was trying to line up for a 3, but the Thunder defense was just there. But Wemby gets the rebound, or Wemby gets the layup. Okay, 5-point game, 1.5 minutes. Hey, we have to hydrate. We have to lock in. Wemby, 21 and 17. He's like Bob Pettit, chat. I mean, the rebounds are crazy. Offensive foul? Oh, chat. Oh, the MVP. Oh, Chet Shea, they got him with the push-off. The plot twist. The refs, chat. What a joke. They baited him all year. Oh, that's different, though, than what he does. That's not a Shea-type move. He just had his hand, went back and hit Shea after he spun around. I don't even know what happened there, if that was intentional or not. Oh, Vassell hits the top of the backboard. The best game of his career, and then he hits the top of the backboard in a clutch 3, and the Spurs throw out of bounds. Hey, rookie team, chat? Do you say rookie team? Oh, Mitchell on the ground. Is this a cramp? He's got like his short pulled up looking at his quad, so I don't know. Tony Brothers just stared at it. I don't know what, Tony Brothers gave him a diagnosis or not, but Tony Brothers like, what's wrong, dude? Are you okay? So I think McCain just might have had a cramp or like a knee to the quad or something. I didn't know if it was like, did he just like tear a muscle and he's like, I can't move my leg? Or what? Maybe, I don't know. He did just kind of fall to the ground after the landing. Can we see going beforehand? Oh, nope, there it is. Okay, yep. Johnson collides, I think, a knee right into the side of the knee there. So I think he'll be able to walk it off as well. You would hate to see him have an injury like that would cost him something, because he is going to hit the free agency thing as well too. So, the timing of that would be insane. Of him, costing himself a season, a costly season injury right when it seems like he's gonna, get that lucrative deal as well. Would be, it'd be one of those things that like the 2028 Thunder would be like, and remember AJ Mitchell now off the bench, like he couldn't re-sign anywhere, so now he's still there. Like it'd be one of those, the Thunder getting lucky somehow. Pause. Not lucky, but still lucky. Somehow long term. I don't know. Like AJ Mitchell's there for 3 more years after that, but either way. I guess. Point is, he's okay. We don't need to keep lingering on it, jinx him, or anything like that. But, yeah, game 1, 23 turnovers as well. Game 2, 21. So, that's a thing that is going to need to be cleaned up, because that is I think that type of thing is more to look at and go, okay, maybe the Spurs got a little bit luckier than OKC did in game 1. If we're going to play with that kind of inconsistency throughout the course of the game. And if it's like, okay, in back-to-back games, it's proven that you're just putting up 20-plus turnovers. And again, in this one, OKC, you have to give them a little bit of credit for them maybe forcing some more of those turnovers versus the last game. I think a lot of them were just some more error-based turnovers. But, you're not going to win a series over the course of this if we have 20 turnovers in every game. We may have been able to steal game 1 in double overtime, and we may be able to still split at home. Again, it can still go 7. But we're not going to win this series if we're consistently putting up 20 turnovers. So that is unfortunate. But a minute left, 5-point game. If we get a stop here, it's still something. McCain's got Vassell on him, killing the clock, operating at the top of the key. They've got Vassell looping around the screen with Castle still on him. He pushes off the step back. Chat. Hey, yo. If the Jordan comparisons are right for one thing, he pushed off. Hey, yo, that's for sure. They both push off when they need to in the fourth quarter. Huh? I guess, we don't even mind that Jordan did that, but we don't like that Shea just did that right there. Hey, yo. So Castle now, honestly, a bad corner 3. It is what it is. I think kind of a frustration shot. You've got Shea. We said the league was going to give him this game, right? The league had to give him this game. Caruso, the layup. Oh, chat. The Spurs better get a basket here so they cover. Now OKC's going to cover as well, too. Disgusting. Disgusting. You hate to see it. 19 seconds left. Oh, chat. I don't know if a 9-point lead, 19 seconds left. It might be a little too late at this point, unfortunately. So, not as crazy of an ending as double overtime, as a crazy fourth quarter. And now the entire OKC crowd standing up, the courtside view. I guess we should probably stop talking. But either way, we were going to say they were blocking the game, and then probably say a couple more things after that would have got us in trouble. But either way, it's late, and like we said, the Spurs are losing. So we're gonna start saying some things, chat. Hey, yo. It is what it is. We're like, let's not focus on this game anymore. We don't need to worry about it. OKC, they're not going to get swept, right? They got to win one. Win one for the home crowd. The Spurs can go back to San Antonio, handle business there. We'll be fine. Hey, get us in the Fiesta colorways. I guess we'll play. All right, what day is it, chat? Hey, yo. Oh, wait a second. We'll play Friday, the next game? Are they going to have 2 days off or one day off? It's not that, it's a bus drive. Ayo, they don't even have to fly probably from OKC to San Antonio. But chat, a foot in the ground for Shea right there. I mean, I get, again, the celebration for Shea. It's like, dude, you just had a game where you scored 4 points and a half. I mean, I know that's not obviously what happens. You celebrate in the moment. But either way, I mean, Castle can get this brother. Castle can get this guy. He's good, Chad. Castle's fine. So, you let the man push off. Of course he's going to be able to score. Vassell not able to get to 3 to go. The offensive rebound for OKC. I don't know if they're going to go foul game here or not. I think they'll let him play it out the last 6, 7. Hey, 6, 7? How many seconds? Okay. It's over. There we go. OKC, they cover, they win. Whatever. It is what it is. I guess we have to be basketball journalists, chat. OKC, a win. They tie up the series. Again, is San Antonio going to sweep the defending champs, having never been in a playoff series before, having 20 turnovers a game? Definitely not. But that is something for sure. I mean, again, the fact that they're this close is really the thing. Like, that is the thing that kept OKC in the game up until the last couple of minutes when you do give them credit. Like, they closed this one out. Shea with a couple of tough shots there. Caruso with, I guess we're just giving him credit for stuff. But either way, like, they did actually physically close this one out a little bit better than more so, obviously, them dropping the last game, but them just having that lead and managing it through the end of the quarter. San Antonio was actually making, a pushback attempt there. But in the OKC team, not going to surround Shea in the interview during the playoff game, but they will during the regular season. Hey, yo. Who are these guys talking? Oh, I guess I was like, who's hanging out behind him? I was like, he's just got like his friends, his other friends hanging out. But I guess, we'll investigate this later. But either way, what are we saying? Again, this definitely now seems more like the pattern. Unfortunately, you hate to say it, has flipped back to OKC. But if the Spurs just play better basketball, but if they play cleaner team basketball and don't turn it over and don't give OKC those scoring opportunities, then we can actually legitimately win this series. But, OKC's defense is capable of making those stops and, having those moments. So you definitely do have to give them credit there. But, hey, yo, Chad, I guess 1-1, if we're going to get a classic series, OKC is going to have to win a couple. So it's painful. We do hate to see it, but, hopefully in the bigger picture, again, it just means the Spurs are in for winning one of the great series of all time. But we do also have that little Eastern Conference series as well, too, that we're focusing on tomorrow night. So Cavs versus New York. Be here. We'll be watching, hanging out. You can follow us here. You can follow us on the podcast feeds as well. And, of course, you can send us a little message on REMINGTOM Pod at Instagram if you want to connect with us that way. You can contact us over there. Oh, the Chet celebrating highlight. Get it out of here, Chad. Get it out of here. Okay, revenge, the Fiesta colorways, Spurs, Thunder, more of it, I guess, the next game. But tomorrow night as well, too. Cavs versus New York. Be here. Looking forward to it. We'll see if James Harden and Donovan Mitchell can actually also close out the game as well, too. Because, again, it was that 30-whatever run by New York that was the differentiating factor. So we look forward to seeing you guys then. Enjoy the rest of your night. Peace.